So, in the last game, you guys took on one of the contracts that you took out with the Clasp. This contract was an assassination. You managed to plan, get ahead of, and assassinate the main target as well as her bodyguards, all of them being Minotaurs. After the fight, you found a few different treasures, almost got blown up, and the whole party died, but managed to quickly move the red gems away before exploding. You found a curious axe that seems to change someone's very species if you use it long enough. You also found a mysterious golden ball that was covered in like jigsaw type puzzle pieces. And from there, you made your way back into Stillbend and Gorath. You even made up a reservation for a date for a later time as you took these two contracts out. And in fact, we will pick up with you, Gorath, as we come back in. So, it is morning. You have just awoken. You smell, food cooking downstairs. Usually, it's not the best food here, but their bacon is probably, some of the best bacon you can get in town. And you do smell it, and it is alluring as you awake.
Yeah. Gorath reaches for his hat on the nightstand and attempts to put it on, but it doesn't fit anymore.
Nope.
So he goes and grooms himself. I assume there's a bathroom somewhere.
Yes.
Or some showers area.
Well, there aren't showers. There are baths.
I know.
But yes, there is the privy that you can go to and relieve yourself, as well as take a more like a big barrel bath.
Yeah. Gorath is gonna go and groom himself, trim his beard and his hair a little bit, and then he's gonna put on the party clothes that he got during the mission in the mansion. The fancy dapper suit.
Okay.
And then he walks down the stairs and goes for a quick breakfast.
Okay. It doesn't take long for a plate of bacon, eggs, and sausage to make it towards you. What do you do from there?
From there, he's gonna eat up and just get up and leave after paying, I assume, but yeah.
Okay. You make your way out of the...
Yeah, he's gonna go look for the fanciest restaurant he can find in town.
Okay. Okay, so then you leave, and I will move it over to, let's say, Hydro. What are you doing?
Probably about half an hour later, Hydro will start making his way out of bed and take a look around to see who's still around.
Okay, when you look around, you see, the usual faces here, people that you don't know, but you do see a lot here, as well as two of your comrades already at the bar.
Hydro will just walk over to Rio and just kind of bonk his forehead against his shoulder.
Good morning to you too.
Morning. Can you do the thing?
Rio raises his hand and prestidigitates Hydro.
Thank you. He just plops onto this stool next to him.
Well, I know you didn't have a good night, so why are you so tired?
I hate sleeping on land.
Well, the good news is that we will be on water soon enough.
True, just I miss the hammock.
Oh, you poor thing. We can still get you a hammock.
How would we handle the logistics of that? Wait a minute. No way, I could make that work. He looks down at the wand of web. I could make that work. I could make that work. He starts perking up the more he talks about it.
Nah,
And he looks over to the. Go ahead.
if it were me, I would get that Goliath to swing the hammock back and forth. But you can figure it out, I'm sure.
Hydro starts turning beet red. Rio, stop it! No perp talk before lunch. We talked about this.
I do not recall anything of the sort. You may have talked, but I did not listen.
He thunks his forehead against the bar. Can I have some milk, please?
Yes, yes. Milk is important for a growing boy.
I will cut you one of these days.
Here is your milk.
He looks up and puts down the 7 silver he recalls it being last time. Or how much silver was it again? Actually,
I
Aiden.
believe it was only 2, which is still
2?
a
Okay.
hell of a lot.
Never mind. I'll just I'll mark that as for 2 silver. He'll be courteous and not over tip today. He doesn't want to agonize her too much, but he will drink it in front of her. And then he's gonna just carefully put it back down in front of her. Thank you.
Dear one, do we go to you for our rewards?
Yes.
I see. Very well. I'm going to the location to study and await Lady Cass. Try to have fun somehow.
I figured out. Did you see where? Wait, where's Garath and Flint?
I assume Gorath is preparing for his date, and I have no clue what clerics do. Study for their magic? Pray to their gods. Proselytize to the unfortunate? He shrugs.
Eh.
Fine.
Do you need backup with Lady Cass, or are you gonna be fine by yourself?
I will be fine. I have common sense.
About that. Never mind. It's not worth it. Not worth it. I'm too sleepy for this. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And Rio wanders out.
Okay. Rio makes his way, I'm guessing downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Glees, what are you doing?
He's still in prayer.
He's still in prayer.
Then Flint, what are you doing?
Flint is just sitting in this general area alone. What time is it in the morning exactly? Like, has work started for people?
Yeah, it's around 8 o'clock. You know that all the shops here would have been open by now, as well as new ships and traders coming into port.
Okay. Then he's gonna head out and go to the blacksmith shop and pay her the 50 gold he owes her now that they're back.
Okay. In that case, I will move to Rio. You may place your token, Rio.
That white. Okay.
And as you enter the kind of ruined area downstairs, you do see Lady Cass. This time she seems to have dragged down here, or at least had someone drag down here, a kind of small writing desk and quite a luscious kind of chair covered in what looks to be red velvet, and she's just sitting on it, again reading the same book she was last time.
He'll take a sit and pull out his journal on blood magic and continue studying that. He just intends to wait here until she's done with the cloak and mostly avoid the shenanigans that are going to happen upstairs.
Okay.
He
So
would
you
bow
just-
before he sits, though he wouldn't interrupt her.
Okay. In that case, she will kind of look over at you and realize you're there. Not say anything, but she will hold up a finger, like to get your attention, but then goes back to reading, almost like in a moment.
He nods and turns to his book, as every moment counts.
And I will move us back to Gorath. Gorath, you make your way out and in kind of the city area, looking for what you think kind of like the most. What are you looking for? What are you trying to grasp when you're thinking of a date?
I'm looking for the nicest buildings, the best part of town, and I want to find like a really expensive looking restaurant.
Okay. Well, as you already know, as you've been here for a while, Stillbend is truly a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But let's see if you can find the nugget of gold. So, roll me a investigation.
Here we go. 20.
Oh,
Gorath is good at dates.
well, with a 20, there is two other places that you find that are. One is kind of it's kind of lame. The next one on that is a little bit better. It's kind of like what you would see as a casual place. But with a 20, you managed to find a kind of almost hideaway area. Going down some street corners, almost hidden away, you see a bunch of stairs going down into the earth. And at the bottom, you see a large, beautiful elven design door. And on the front, there is a sign what just says, "Come on in."
Gorath enters.
Okay. As you enter, you are quickly surprised with the amount of light in this place. It's not too bright, but it seems to illuminate from the massive amount of water that is in this place. As it seems almost every wall is covered in large, almost like fish tanks and aquariums. And it looks like this.
Oh. Gorath audibly whistles.
In the center, you notice something very unique. As in the very center, in this kind of centerpiece when it comes to these aquatic animals and exhibits, you see what looks to be a skeleton in the very bottom, what looks to be the bones of some sort of, well, it looks kind of like an octopus, but much bigger, but you can still tell it's kind of on the young side. And it's very strange to look at.
Out of character, I have an idea, but Gorath isn't interested in marine life. Gorath takes a look around to see if there is any personnel here. It's still early in the morning, I assume.
It is. And it doesn't take long looking around, as coming around the corner, you see a quite beautiful looking elven woman. Although she's dressed in a foreign type clothing, and they do not match any type of like clothing you've seen before. They are more, if you would have to guess, more Marquesian, which is a continent way to the south, southeast area of the world. And she kind of just walks up to you and just says, "Yes, sir. Can I help you?"
Yes. I have a date later this evening. And I was thinking if I could book a table here.
Of course, sir. We have many openings.
Hmm.
Would you like to choose?
Bring me to your finest seat, please.
Oh. Well, if I had to pick on my first date, and she will kind of gesture to this table here, the one in front of the largest kind of window area.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that one's good. How
And it will
much for
just-
two? It's just two people.
Ah. You were about to ask a question, sir?
Hmm. Could I reserve this for like 7 o'clock in the evening?
Of course. That'll be fine. What
Perfect.
name?
Put it under Gorath and
Gorath
Violet.
And Violet. Very well.
Perfect. I'll come here by 7.
We will be expecting you, sir.
Gorath does a cordial bow and he walks out.
She will do a... When people do a bow, they kind of go down, maybe a few inches and kind of lean the head forward. But she goes into a full-on bow. It is, like at a right angle. And she will just then smile and then bow again, smile and then bow again. And it looks to be more of a tradition than an actual, goodbye.
Okay. At this point, Gorath is gonna make his way to Violet.
Okay. Hold 1 second.
Up to Flint.
Yep. Okay. So. Where is that? One second. For some reason, Roll20 has deleted one of my maps. And it makes me want to die.
Uh-oh.
They hate you on a friendly for murder.
Classic Roll20.
Why do you hate me, Roll20? I buy everything you put out.
There's your problem.
True.
You gotta tease him. Make him think you won't. Like he can go to Astral Table or something.
Okay. But Flint, you may place your token. Now let's make her a little bit more your size. Okay, so as you enter the forge area, you see her kind of looks to be working on a shield, and she's just hammering away, and she's not alone. You see her with what looks to be a small kind of what you think is a halfling. You quickly realize is a gnome male man, kind of old, got a bit of a beard going on, and he's kind of just pointing at parts of the shield and giving her instructions. But as you enter, she kind of looks back. Oh, Flint, right?
Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do you for?
Well, came back alive from my work and figured I'd pay you the gold that I owe.
Ah, settling a tab. That's what I like to hear.
I owe you 50 gold, was it?
Yep.
And he just puts down a sack of gold.
She'll wipe the sweat off her head and take the sack and kind of quickly go into the other room. You hear some kind of like moving around, and then she comes back. Right. Thank you, love. I appreciate that.
This. And he takes a look at the shield.
Take a look
And at the just like peeks over at the shield,
Okay. What are you looking for?
and just does it look like it's anywhere near complete?
Make me a intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
I mean, do you have tinkerer's tools?
No.
Do you
Okay.
have blacksmithing tools? Okay. An 11. You look down at the shield, and from what you can tell, it's definitely not finished. You're not sure how long until it is finished, but you do recognize one thing, and you probably guess why this is. Yeah, I don't bit my tongue there. You guess this is why the gnome is here, but it looks like this is both a work of forge. You know, it is a masterpiece of engineering, but also from what the gnome seems to be doing and giving instructions, it looks like he might be doing something magical to it, maybe enchanting it at the same time as she is forging it. And you get the sense that when this shield is finished, it is probably going to be a magical item.
So he's gonna just ask her, "Oh, what are you making there?"
That's my my new next level, you could say. Well, ever since I ran into your little group, I've been thinking, you always come around here asking for, what's unusual, and it got me thinking, and I reached out, and Barty over here, he was nice enough to come help me, and we've been kind of collaborating on something. Now, I won't spoil anything yet, but yeah, I think it's going to be my crowning piece. And she'll have a big smile.
He looks over at Barty and go, do you have a shop here as well?
Oh, me? Not really. I usually travel to place to place. But I've been in Stillburn for a while now. I've been working with a myriad. Idiots. But after that, I probably was going to move on. But then, I ran into this luscious lady, and I couldn't say no when she asked for the help.
Well, now do you? And he'll turn back to the blacksmith and ask her, and whenever you make anything unusual in the future, are you going to need Mr. Barty over here?
Oh, well, I don't know magic. I am good with a hammer, but, no good with that magic stuff.
He nods. He goes, well, now that my business is concluded, I'll leave you to yours. And I believe Gorath is looking for certain places for your night out. And he smiles and walks away.
Oh, she blushes as you turn away. Okay. And do you do anything else while you're out, or do you just go back to the tavern?
I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
I'll just go back to the tavern.
Let's go to Rio. You there, Rio?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. 1 second. Okay, so after after a long time of maybe 45 minutes of you just waiting She finally turns the page and puts a divider in between the pages, and then sets it down and then looks over to you. Doesn't say anything, but looks expecting over to you.
He closes his book and looks up. It is quieter down here, and the view is much better.
I assume you're here for your commission.
Inclines his head. We do not leave until at least tomorrow, so it is no big rush.
Tell me, before I wipe my hands of this, do you have any preferences to how it looks?
He tilts his head from one side to the other. I assume by now you know how I fight.
She will stand and walk over towards you.
He would rise, tucking his book away. How best do you think I would look?
Well, the cloak is... kind of bland at the moment. But you yourself are... And she'll walk behind you. So unique. Is there nothing you can think of that can... And she'll kind of get very uncomfortably close to you. Extenuate the material?
His lips begin to curve in a sly smile. Well, if you're going to ask... He'd tug a finger up, and from his bag, a slip of paper would float over. And it's odd arrangement. It's a cloak, but it's split down the back to kind of give him not quite wings, but two different folds that won't get in the way of his movements, but are also long enough to trail to the ground. I am sure you can imagine how useful this would be as a focus for certain spells. Besides, he gives her a heated look. I would look fantastic.
She will take the piece of paper, and as she does, she will make sure to kind of connect her finger with yours and then slowly rub down it as she takes the piece of paper away. Well then, I'll see what I can do. And she'll just give a very alluring smile and then begin to walk away.
As proper and appropriate, Rio would observe her as she walks away. Just enough to be polite.
Do you do anything else down here?
No, he's gonna sit back down and read. He was serious about it being quiet down here.
Okay. Hydro? In fact, Glees, are you back? Glees, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I
So
am,
you wake
yeah. Hello?
you wake up yep, we can hear you. You wake up a little bit later than everyone else. But you kind of make your way down and out. Is there anything you want to do this morning?
I would like to... I have no clue. What are the activities I can do in this place?
Well, in this place, you can drink. You can go downstairs and explore or try and eavesdrop. You can play cards. You could go out into the city to try and buy some things. Or just try and find things. There is
Oh yeah,
anything
buy
you want.
things.
It's all up to you.
Is there a place? Is there a place where I can buy, maybe uh, maybe a forgery kit?
A forgery kit. Hmm.
Yeah, like a shady dealer who sells illegal shit.
Well, let's think about that. You're in the Clasp, and you want to buy something shady.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I want to go up to the demon lady,
Mm-hmm.
demon girl. I'm gonna try and reach to the table and say, "Hello."
Hello.
Say hi to.
Glees would like to buy things. Supplies for Glee's adventure.
And what would a rat want?
Tools to copy people's things.
Ah, yes. Very rat-like.
She
Is Hydro there?
disappears. Yeah, Hydra, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, he's there.
Hello, Hydro. Good morning.
Hydro looked down. Hey, Glees, did you sleep well?
Yes. Hey, outside. Very cool. Very cool.
You don't have
Yeah.
to sleep outside. We have rooms
Circus around.
upstairs.
Glees don't like bed. Too soft.
Mm. No, I understand.
Also, Glees don't like spending money.
That's also fair.
I'm gonna pour a glass of the clasp's tail that I have in my
Mhm.
inventory. How many uses can I use it for?
You've used it twice, so you've probably got another 7 swigs of it.
I look at Hydro.
Want a morning drink?
Oh, no thanks. I only drink when I socially have to.
Well, more for Glees then.
I'm gonna pour
Absolutely.
myself 2 glasses.
Okay.
Rio's the drinker of us, unfortunately, so he's
Do you
tried.
Drink them, do you drink them both?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're drinking them both. This is
Time
going
to.
to.
This is the episode where Glees dies, ladies and gentlemen.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Can't save. Oh, that was close.
Ooh.
So, did you write down
Nine.
the DC from last time?
Yeah, you told me it was 5.
Yep. And with because you're having 2,
And
it goes up by 2. So that's 5, 6, 7.
7.
So yeah, you still pass. Okay. So
Okay,
you get
so-
the buzz. But
this is for both the drinks.
yep, as when you drink multiple, it ups the DC, making it harder for you to pass.
Yum, 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 yum.
You get the buzz,
It's good.
but you definitely are buzzed and on the tipping point of drunk, but you manage to still kind of hold off. You know that this is much stronger than any other drink you've drank before, but you manage to keep in mostly control.
Ah, this is better than sewer water.
Oh, excuse me, what? Hydro kind of recoils a little bit.
You know, sewer water gives similar buzz.
Shut up, rat.
Ah,
15 gold.
He from behind Hydro, he puts 50 gold pieces. 15, right?
15.
Okay. 5 and 23. Okay, I give her the 15 gold pieces.
Okay. She takes the gold, puts it underneath somewhere, and slides over a forgery kit.
Yay! I have a forgery kit now.
And that goes for the rest of
Um,
you. If you guys are trying to buy anything that's, on the shady side, just remember you are in the clasp.
Yeah.
Do I yeah, I'm gonna ask in character, I guess.
Does the demon lady have poison for stabby hands?
Oh, yes. I can see now you're a good rat. Many, many poisons.
Yes, please, good rat.
He hides behind the pillar.
And what poisons would you like?
Maybe one that make people can't see.
Let me check.
Hydra will side-eye Glees when she goes into the other room. Oh, buddy, our I wonder where the hell Julius is doing right now. Anyway, Julius, he was a friend of ours before Luca took him for himself for a bit. He was asking about some poisons too, and due to my work as a druid, I'm quite familiar with these, as well as a lot of types of venoms that are procurable in some various herbs that can mix into poisons if you need.
Hydro use big words. Glees don't understand, but seems to Glees Hydro want to help. Glees would like help, yes.
I'm just trying to say, Glees, if you need some certain types of poisons, I can try to make them as well. I just need the recipe.
Yeah, I get it.
No, he just is clearing it for Glees because I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He looks at his bag and pulls out like a half-eaten rat. And he says,
Maybe this will help.
he puts it on the table.
What did he pull out? Sorry?
What's that?
What did he put on the table?
Half-eaten rat.
Rat.
Oh, rat.
Yeah.
Hydra kind of looks at it for a second. That's more disease than poison, but
Yeah. Thank you, Hydro. Thank you.
it's all right, little buddy. But no, our demoness over here, she'll get you set up. Might charge you a tooth and a leg for it, but
It's okay. Glees don't have use for money anyway.
yeah, but you don't
No,
like to spend it.
No family, no friends, no. Ratkin also hate Glees.
He looks at the rats over there.
They just kind
Why do
of
they-
snarl at you.
Why do they hate you?
Ratkin don't find Glees very respectful to tradition.
Tradition?
Yeah,
In what way?
Glees like to speak with that Ratkin. But other Ratkin, they like dead things to stay dead.
Oh, no, I see what you're talking about. Oh, Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're not inherently wrong, but there are times when certain techniques are necessary. You got to be aware of that. He looks over to the demon lady when she shows back up.
I have this.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yes, yes. How much?
For you, do you promise that this will end the existence of someone out there?
Of course. Please buy this to kill people, not to play games with it.
Then I will let you have it for 55.
No. 55.
Starts counting 55. I give him 55 gold pieces. How many uses is that? Just once? One
Just
attack?
once.
I give him the
Unless you want to buy
55.
more. Unless you want to buy multiple.
It's gonna cost me it's gonna cost me like double if I buy two, or is it
Yep.
gonna be like a? Okay, then I'll take just one. 55.
Okay. And I will put this.
Calculating
Oh.
it. 73 minus 55.
Crap. What is your Discord name? Is it Ray
Steel.
Steel? Ray Steel, there you go.
Yes.
Okay. There it is. You have it.
All right.
Poison. Thank you. Please like doing business with little demon girl. Also, demon girl share interested eating face with Glees.
Get away from me.
Okay. Not the first person say that to Glees.
He will sit. He will sit down at the table
As
over there.
as you
Not to
say
get
that,
stabbed.
you can't help but, for the first time since, well, ever, maybe a very, 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 very small, very quiet chuckle comes from the demon/devil little girl.
Hey, we're in, boys.
Hey.
Okay. And Hydro, did you want to do anything?
One quick little thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hydro kind of leaned forward on the bar with his shoulders on it. You know, I was curious about something. Do you have a preference of being called something? I mean, obviously, I'm not asking for your name. First and foremost, I know the rules. I know that's a no-no. Just out of curiosity, what if you had to pick a designation? We'll say, what would you like to be called?
I have already told your friend that you can
Yeah.
call me the One.
The One. Respectable. He didn't convey that, but I apologize for us asking multiple times. I know that can be very frustrating.
Roll an insight check.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Also, roll me a religion check.
24. Not my best roll on that one. Yep. 4.
Would Oh my god! I almost asked you, would you like to rouse?
right?
So with the 24, you can tell that obviously this is not their real name. And it seems like they're trying to go out of their way from actually telling or saying their real name. Religion, you're not really sure the significance. God, can't speak today. You can't really tell why she's trying to hide her real name or its real name. But yeah, that's what you get.
That's cool. The one. All right. That's easy enough to remember. So, out of curiosity, if you don't mind humoring me for just a little bit longer, I just was wondering. You've been around for a while, whether in this body or otherwise. I just wanted to know, you see, Rio is his blood is very unique. And I was just wondering if you know of, or if you knew any mages who were able to utilize magic from their blood in such a manner like that. Did you perhaps meet any, or fight any, or work with any?
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Blood magic.
6.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not the face. I'm not the face.
Well, of course, there was. Leave me be.
Hydro just kind of smiling. No, I respect that. Thank you, one.
Roll me
I hope
one
your day
more
gets-
insight check before you
Sure.
leave.
25.
5. You can tell that she was about to say something, someone, but didn't stop because she didn't want to, not like she just didn't want to help you, but almost like she thought better about saying someone's name.
Mhm. Makes
So-
sense.
You can definitely tell that she does know someone, but didn't say it.
I gotcha. Hydro would just kind of tap the bar a little bit and then hop over, and then go sit next to Glees.
Okay.
Alright, that's all I wanted to do.
Meanwhile, with the lover boy, where are you going, Gorath?
To Violet.
Okay.
You're turning violet, Violet.
What is Flink doing here? He's cheating.
My God! She's cheating on me!
What? This wasn't a threesome agreement? What the fuck?
Gorath knocks on the door,
Okay.
and
as
he
you-
steps in because it's a shop.
As you step in, you see her hard at work. Looks to be bending metal around the front of a big shield with a gnome male beside her. He is saying instructions to her, but he is clearly, as she is bending over, kind of bending this metal, looking straight down at her cleavage at the breast area and just like smiling as he, cheekily tells her what to do and getting a great view at the moment.
Oh my. You're trying to start something.
No, I'm just, he's
No,
a
all right.
old randy gnome.
Gorath coughs, and he's gonna look very menacingly at the gnome.
Make me a intimidation.
That's a 20.
Ooh. The gnome will see you while still smiling, look over at you, and will quickly kind of lose his smile, and then kind of and go back to kind of turning around, and I'll grab some more of the Yep. And he'll just kind of walk away.
Gorath coughs. Violet.
What if isn't my Prince Charming? Hello there.
Hello. What do you think of these? He gestures his horns.
She kind of goes wide-eyed.
A lot of things happen on the work.
Are you going for like puberty? Is this normal?
Well, I found an axe. It's a strong axe. Clearly magical.
You're saying an axe gave you horns?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Okay. Are you okay? Do they hurt?
He grabs his horn with his hand and he starts tugging at it. Does it hurt?
It doesn't.
I don't know. Seems pretty okay to me.
Can I touch them?
Sure, go ahead. He leans forward, presenting.
She will kind of put just one finger on your right horn and kind of just touch it for a moment, and then she will grasp it, and then she will, almost like you would a handlebars with a bike, begin to steer your head around, trying to get a good look at these horns.
Gorath is sort of enjoying it, and he's not resisting at all.
Oh, but what about your hat?
It's a shame about that one. I really like that hat, but it doesn't fit anymore.
Well, you could always maybe get some holes made into it, I guess.
Put some holes in my precious hat? I mean, it's an idea, but what if I trade away the axe and I lose my horns? And I'll have a hat with holes in it.
That's a really good point, actually. I do like your hat.
Yeah. Maybe you could hold on to it. Gorath smiles.
She will smile back and go a little bit more red in the cheeks.
Anyway, I booked us a place tonight.
I heard your friend Flint gave me the deed. And
I spoiled it.
oh well, I'm sure the place is going to be a surprise on its own.
Yeah. I'll come pick you up a little before 7, so put on your best clothes. And we'll have a fine dinner. Like I said, my treat.
All right. But she'll get very close to you and kind of look up at you. But first, how about we have some entrees? And she'll go in for a kiss.
And Gorath leans down and reciprocates.
After about 15 seconds of kind of just kissing, she'll come away from you. And as you come away from her, you can't help but see the gnome in the corner of the room, in the door frame, just staring at you both. And then as you kind of make eye contact, he quickly darts around the corner again.
Perfect, he's scared. She's mine, he thinks.
And she will just kind of give a kind of cheeky smile at you and take a step back. Well then, be gone. I must get ready.
Oh, you don't need to be so harsh. He steps out the door and gives a friendly wave.
Well, as you say that, and you turn to the door and begin to walk, you'll feel a big tug on one of your horns, and it's her grabbing you. And with a big smile, she just says, "Oh, I can be a lot harsher than that." And she'll put on a big smile.
Oh, you're a strong woman. I love that.
The strongest.
Gorath smiles cheek to cheek at that.
And she will turn around, head back to the shield that she was working on.
Before that,
Mhm.
Gorath is gonna grab her, I guess, shirt, and he's gonna quickly give her a peck on the cheek.
She'll
And then
look
he's
back.
gonna saunter off without looking back.
You'll just hear behind you. "Ah, you've always got to get the last one in then.
See you at 7.
Okay. Where would you like to go from there?
And Gorath heads back to the Clasp bar and inn.
Okay. The rest of you in the bar will see Gorath walking in with a new confidence, like he can rule the world.
I wish I was up there to make fun of him.
Gorath's gonna sit down at the table. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey,
From
Gorath.
behind Hydra, just looking
Hello?
at you.
You seem beaming.
Let's just say all is well in Gorath Town.
Gorath Town.
Can I do a perception check related to sniffing Gorath from distance? With
I'd allow it,
with
but
my
it's your call.
with my
DM.
with my long snout,
What are you trying to smell for?
something different.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
He tried to find the old sex, baby.
What's a what is my perception now? +1. Pathetic.
Oh,
I mean,
Only
Yeah.
hydro. I can only smell hydro.
yep, you can smell
Ah.
hydro.
Hydra smells nice.
Thank you.
Gorath raises an eyebrow.
Hydra kind of leans away from Glees just a little bit.
Glees is gonna pour Gorath a drink from the Clasp's tail. And he will say,
Gorath give Glees this gift, and Glees want Gorath to try.
he looks
yeah.
at Flint and shakes the bottle a bit.
Flint wants some?
I'm alright, thank you.
More for Glees then.
Then-
What time of day is it right now?
Now this would be around about 11 o'clock in the morning.
All right. Gorath likes drinking. He's gonna drink it. Fuck it,
Please don't
dude.
die. Please don't
15.
die. Oh, okay, good.
Okay, 15. Doesn't really affect you that much. I mean, it's very strong, but your constitution just, it handles it like any other beer, and you are very used to strong ales.
Well, why did I give you this as a gift? I could have
Oh,
kept this myself.
Glees just puts the bottle on the table and just assumes that you want it.
I know. You can keep it. I got a date today.
Oh. Orc lady?
You wish. Nah. Seems to be part dwarf.
Oh.
He looks at the others.
Maybe not good for Gorath.
Hey.
Maybe make Gorath more emotional. Be less angry all the time.
When have I ever been angry? Flash cuts to me decapitating the the Minotaur.
That was a good day
Yeah.
in Gorath's life.
Yeah.
Maybe team need Gorath always angry, so Gorath hit stuff hard.
Well, Gorath can always hit stuff hard. Gorath flexes his arm.
Hydra's a little uncomfortable with Gorath talking about Gorath in the third person.
Glaze is rubbing off on Gorath. Good.
Anyway, please. Gorath turns a little bit more serious. He doesn't drop his smile completely. There's a Minotaur in the beginning. He attacked his kin, yeah? What's that you're doing?
It's not my doing. It's friend's doing.
Then he pulls the bone effigy out and puts it on the table. And starts rattling it a bit.
Seems to me like your friend is a good friend then.
Yes, friend is very good. Make Glee's life much easier.
Gorath smiles. I do believe that I've misjudged you a little bit, Glees.
It's okay. Happens a lot with Glees.
Flint just raises an eyebrow and is wondering if Gorath worships something.
You can do an insight if you really want to.
Actually, that's true. I will do that.
Okay.
To make sure to see if he's some kind of cleric that I'm unaware of.
You've got to beat a 17 though to get anything. Oh my.
Nice.
All right, you get the feeling that he's still a little bit upset about what happened with Cass.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
And Glees.
Flint just smiles.
Yes?
Would it be okay if I called you my friend as well?
You see his face light up, and he says,
Of course. Glee's will pack with Gorath.
I suppose you could call us a pack. You're really part of this group after that. I'd say you were really useful during the mission. You managed to gather some information that we desperately needed. You found out where the elven girl was hidden. And you also managed to cause a major distraction and caused them to do some infighting, the Minotaurs, that is.
Glees is proud of himself right now. But he grabs his friend and just hides his face behind it. He's too shy.
Hydra will reach over just gently and just kind of pat him on the back and rub the back of his neck a little bit.
Yeah, it stinks.
Hydro,
Yeah, what is it, Gorath?
I've got something to say to you as well.
What's the matter?
Thank you.
He looks confused for a moment. For what?
In the fight with the Minotaurs, you healed me, and you healed me quite a bit. I don't know if I could have survived if not for your help.
That's what I'm here for, silly.
Well, I'd say you two are a good friend. And as such, Gorath's gonna pull out a pouch of 100 gold pieces and slide it over to you.
He looks confused at that.
You wanted to buy a shield a couple of days ago, and you didn't have the funds. Take it.
I don't know what to say. And trust me, if Rio heard me say that, he would be like having a heart attack right now. I'm touched, Gorath. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. And he'll take the gold, but he'll look Gorath in the eye and like, well, I know they say, you know, there's no honor among thieves or whatever, but I'm not really a thief, I'm more of a sailor, so maybe I guess you could loosely say pirate, but whatever. Nah.
So you have expertise in our next mission.
Oh no, I'm gonna be running those people ragged when we're on the ship. If they don't run that ship like they should. Let's just put it this way: my mother taught me well.
Oh,
But no, I'll make sure that ship runs very smoothly. But I also will make sure that I have your guys' back, everyone here.
perfect.
And in retrospect of that, if you guys find any special herbs or anything like that, let me know. I've been trying to find some so I can make us some healing potions. That way, if I can't get to you, at least that can. You'll be at hand.
Gorath pats his inner pocket. I already got a big potion. It was part of the rewards earlier.
No, absolutely. But I mean,
I appreciate it. If I
Yeah.
find anything, I'll hand it over to you.
appreciate it, and I'll try to take care of you guys as best I can. I'm sure
Oh,
Flint
yeah, I know.
will. I'm sure Flint will be able to help me too, and he'll kind of hold his fist out to Flint.
Flint fist
Oh,
bumps.
Oh yeah, and Hydro, you better go and buy that shield before someone else does. Gorath smiles a little bit.
That's true, and yeah, that's true. All right, I'll go do that real quick. Want me to send any in regards to your lady love?
I think all my messages came across.
I want to say it. I want to, but and Hydra just kind of shakes his head. I want to behave.
You can roll a perception check if you want.
And I'm out of character. No, it's cool. It's just Hydro trying to be mischievous. So he'll hop on up and go, Korath again, thank you, and I'll be back. If Rio comes up, tell him I'm just walking around town for a little bit. And then he'll make his way out.
Goodbye. Flint,
Yeah.
Luca was truly correct in deciding you to us. You've been a great help, especially that silence spell and finding the safe.
Well, I appreciate that. I take my work very seriously.
So do I. Anyways, we would want some lunch.
Sure.
Gorath's gonna order lunch for everyone else. Who is at the bar?
Who's at the bar?
Yeah, Glees and Flint.
Okay. Then you order. You say lunch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They have today, at least for lunch, they have a nice steak and kidney pie.
Steak and kidney. It's not the worst I've eaten. Why not?
Flint will forego the kidney and take a side of mushrooms instead.
Okay.
Does it taste as bad as it sounds, though?
No, it's quite nice. It's got a lot of vegetables in there with onions and gravy, and you'd think that with the kidney it'd be quite bitter, but with the gravy and the vegetables, it really balances it out. And say what you want about a demon, but this demon can cook.
Kidney is pretty
Also,
good if it's made right.
Also, Rio said that last time the tender meats are where the money is.
Mhm.
The kidney,
True
the
that.
liver, the brain. Yeah.
You get that alarm. I mean, you're not sure what kidney this creature, this meat came from, but probably best not to ask. Okay.
Tastes like human. No.
Glee
But-
seems to me like the type of creature that's gonna be like, well, food is food.
So,
Why is Gorath there?
get the hell out of here.
Doppelganger! Doppelganger!
So, Hydro.
You switched page before I could delete myself.
Would you like to place your token? As you enter the shop, you see someone. You see her working on the shield, and beside her, what looks to be a kind of older gnome helping her. But for some reason, he is trying to avert his eyes from her, like almost like he's desperately and almost like he's scared of something, trying to even look in her direction. And she'll quickly kind of turn around as she sees you. Bloody hell, we're getting you all today. You're right there.
I know. I heard.
Are you here to tell me about my date as well?
Nope. I am here for business.
Ah. And what business would that be?
Just was wondering. You still got that one shield we talked about last time?
I do. But I believe you said you didn't have enough for it, right?
Well, I think I got it now.
Oh. Well, that's great. Out of game, remind me.
I think you said it was 300, right?
And this was for
Plus one shield.
Did I say which? I've got a few different shields here. Did I say which one it was made out of?
No, you didn't. I think
You said it was just a standard +1,
Mhm.
nothing additional.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
standard.
definitely not the mithril shield then. Okay.
No.
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 Okay. So yes. And it's funny that you say that because it looks like she's working on a shield right now. But she'll say, "Oh yep, we've still got that. I held on to it. I thought you'd be back for it. If you've got the
wait,
gold."
No, you said it was 100. Actually, I don't think you said 300. How much did you say actually?
Let me think. Hang on.
Quick, watch the video!
Shit.
4 hours break, quickly.
Give me 1 second and I'll look it up.
No, take your time, because I was like, I thought it was 300, but no, I think that was something else. I think that was armor.
Okay. That's why. Okay, yeah. So she'll kind of take out the shield and she'll say, "Well, you are a friend of a hopefully good friend of mine soon. And why don't we just call it 150?"
He grins at that a little bit. Tell you what. And he'll take out a oh shoot, what was it? Where did I put it?
Where did you put it?
That's a good question. Oh wait, no, dang it. Never mind. I gave it to that's on Flint. Never mind. That's right. I gave that to Flint. Hydro will nod a little bit, like, yeah, that's fair. That's fine. But tell you what. Let's to do you a nice favor. And he'll reach into his robes real quick and pull out a little star map. And as he takes out the star map, he'll gesture over it real quick and start making a small incantation. And then he'll gesture towards his canteen and cast shape water. And as he does so, the water will kind of pour out of there, and he'll start making a series of shapes real quick. And he'll try to manipulate it to where it looks like looks like a half orc, similar to what Gorath used to look like,
Mm-hmm.
and try to freeze it with shape water.
Okay.
Like an ice statue?
A very small, like ice figurine looking thing.
Okay, you made a ice action figure of Gorath.
Yeah, basically. And he's gonna set it on the counter, and he'll look up at her and smile. 145, and then plus the statuette.
Make me a persuasion with advantage because that shit was cute.
Can't believe you're scamming my girlfriend.
He's just
I
being
know,
fair. He's being
right?
fair.
Okay. She'll look at the ice statue and then kind of giggle to herself while looking around the room at the inferno in every direction in this forge.
Oh yeah, this thing's melting real quick.
Yep. And she'll just kind of giggle to herself. All right, Hydro. We have a deal. You are a prick, but I like that. And she'll kind of
Theoretically, I am too, but
No, we all
sorry, what?
she'll just walk over to you and just kind of not trying to hurt you or anything, but forcibly kind of shove it into your chest like, you know, you dick. That type of way.
He grunts back whatever and smiles at her, and he'll put down the 145 gold. Now, thank you very much. Now let's talk about pleasure. So, do you have a outfit ready for tonight?
I have something in mind.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do with your hair?
She kind of looks a little bit confused and looks to the side. I mean, I wasn't going to do anything. It's hair.
Rio is spinning in whatever cesspit he's sitting in right now. Violet. You have a comb, correct? Somewhere around here?
I think I've got a brush. I use it to brush the horses.
Nope. That's nope. And he'll actually reach into his bag, pull out a comb. He'll kind of like clean it a little bit, wipe it off with some extra water from his canteen, and then he'll just gesture to her. Come here. Let's see what we can do. I mean, you're gonna be sweaty, obviously, for the rest of the day, but when you're done, I'll see what I can do for you. I mean, it looks great. You know, the hard work and blacksmith sweaty hair look is usually in, but let's see what we can do with it a little bit. Maybe spice it up a little bit. Make it a better you.
She will begin to feel her hair and just kind of remove the goggles on her head. Oh, yeah. All right, we can try. But you don't get to cut it.
Oh heavens, no! That length is too good to try to diminish. Though you might want to trim it a little bit, but that's not my expertise. That's Rio's thing. I just style a little bit better than he does. Don't tell him I said that. Don't never mention that again.
All right, I'll let you touch me up, but if you ruin my hair, and she'll pick up her forging a hammer and start like patting it in her other hand. Understood?
Hey, I'd sooner smack my own self with the hammer if I screwed up your hair, because I try to make sure I take care of people I like, and I like you, and you know, any friend of Gorath's is a friend of mine, though not to this level, obviously, mind you, because you know, anyway. But you're a sweet person, and I like to try to help good people like that. He kind of looks over to the gnome, narrows his eyes a little bit.
And goes back to looking at the shield. Oh, well, I'm actually quite lucky that I met your group. I think it's actually been a nice change around here. To be honest, Stillbend has been a place for thieves and mercenaries, and it's nice to find just a bunch of nice folk. Yeah, thank you, Hydro.
Of course. Gotta bring a little light to the shadowness, or the shadiness, right?
Exactly.
Alright, and you can see him kind of roll up his sleeves a little bit. Let's see what we can do with this.
Okay,
And then
so,
for however long he needs, he'll just fix up her hair.
okay, let's see how well you can do this.
Alright.
Would you like to argue for a stat?
Medicine. No. I'm kidding.
Medicine.
No. I figure performance probably is the best thing to go for, even though it's it's my worst stat, but I could argue perception a little bit. No, perception could work. See, just to
Performance?
see and feel how it goes, but performance is what I think would be more appropriate.
Okay, you can.
What about sleight of hand?
A little better for me, but ooh, wait, what about insight? See what she likes best with what I do with the hair.
It's more not what she likes, but
No,
how
no,
well
I
you
know.
can style it. So I'm gonna
No,
say,
that's fine.
what would you like to roll?
Okay, if I'm taming her wild hair, how about animal handling?
All right, calm down.
You shady motherfucker.
Alright, performance is regular roll.
Yep, regular roll, regular roll.
Regular roll. Pray, everybody.
I'm
Oh,
praying.
nope, I'm getting the hammer to the head.
Oh no, you're gonna get
Ooh.
hammered.
Fine, Rio.
Oh no.
Yeah, find Rio, basically.
Okay. Let me just look at something. Let's see if she gets a
Actually-
bald patch. No.
Oh, that's mean.
So, after about 30 to 35 minutes of you just, combing, trying to style it, but unfortunately, you really didn't account on her dwarven side, and her hair, even though it looks soft and luscious and flowing and quite beautiful to look at, shiny even, it's almost like horse hair. It's very, very rough, and this stuff could hold up, a building if you made rope out of it. This is that classic dwarven hair right here. This is in the DNA type stuff, and it is so hard to kind of form and get into a shape, and you're just so not used to working with this type of hair that unfortunately you just can't really do anything with it. And
Yeah, as
after,
he's sitting there, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. No, you go.
He just kind of sits there panting a moment and just looks at it like, you know what? Maybe I should get Rio for this. He's good with difficult hair. Yeah, I'm gonna take the L on this one. Yeah.
She will look back at you, now kind of after 30 minutes of you kind of just trying to get her hair into a shape, and she'll just say, yeah, I know it's a little rough. You can blame my mum for that.
No, your hair is beautiful. You are beautiful. This is on me. I'm taking the responsibility for this one. Just tell you what, there we go, get Rio. He'll set you up right, okay?
Okay, if you think it'll help.
No. He's literally magical about this stuff. Ooh. I might need to buy me a new comb, shit. He looks at it like parts of it are broken off in her hair and stuff, and like, ooh. Yeah, you can keep this one, it's fine. I'll be back. Thanks for the shield again, darling.
Okay, don't hurt yourself. And she kind of just give
Too
you
late. And he starts
Yeah.
rubbing his arm. Shit. Just the ego. Anyway. and he'll just head back to the tavern
Okay.
and just kind of test out the new shield and just pats it and looks at it like, oh, she actually does good work.
And you can add a a normal +1 shield.
Yep.
That whole scene, if you guys have ever seen the that film where the girl is a princess and she has like really wild hair and that guy's tried
Princess
to brush her
Diaries.
hair. That's it. And he breaks the brush in her hair. That's what I saw you doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you broke my brush.
Yep, that's it. That's literally what I could see. If you want to delete your token.
Yep. Doing that now. Whee!
He's gone.
In fact, let us. No, actually, yeah. So you come back to the tavern, right?
Yep.
Okay, the rest of you see him walk in looking defeated and kind of out of breath a little bit.
What?
Hey.
Was
Hey,
the
guys.
shield already sold?
No, I got the shield and he just points to his back. I gotta.
Oh.
No, I just I gotta go make sure his deal is taken care of. Hold on, be right back. You know what?
Tell
Hey,
him
man.
that tell Ryu that I treat for lunch today. All right.
Oh yeah, okay. Sure, I can do that. I was actually heading to go talk to him actually. Whew. Okay. By the way,
Hmm?
I think your girlfriend's into hair pulling. I'm not gonna explain how I know that, but I think she is. He's gonna start walking towards the back door.
Hair what?
Hair pulling.
He waves to
Goran
the one.
scratches his shin at that. Before you go, can I roll an insight?
Oh yeah, no,
You
absolutely.
With a -2.
Well, what do you want to know?
Is she actually, and did you actually mean that?
Oh no, he means it. Just
Gorath
just-
is dumbfounded, scratching his chin at that.
no,
Huh.
he just is referencing that she has very thick hair. So you know, it's like it's got that good old grip and tooth. That's all he's meaning about it, but he just
Oh,
it
God.
seems like he's quickly hobbling to the back.
Okay. Hold for 1 second.
Glees looks at his kidney dish and thinks to himself, where is Rio?
You have no idea. But speaking of Rio, why don't we go see what Rio is up to? You may place your token, Hydro.
Put your head on my shoulder. No.
You enter the ruined area, and you see Lady Cass kind of in the corner packing up, and it looks like she's been looking at a piece of paper and pulled out a pencil and is like seemingly doodling on it, making what looks to be like designs, and then she stands up with a smile and just begins to walk out the room.
Hey Rio.
He looks up from his book. Hydro?
Hey, oh, okay. So, emergency. Remember Violet, the dwarven lady, you know what, not important. Violet, Gorath's date for the night.
Yes, I recall.
Okay, try to do something nice, try to comb her hair a little bit. Dwarven
Oh,
hair,
no.
you know how it went, right?
You fucked up her hair. Doesn't she have a date today?
We're not talking about it. She doesn't know how bad it went. So I need you to go over there and fix my boo boo.
Very well. I cannot believe you did this. He dusts himself off.
Look, I tried to help, okay, but I wasn't expecting dwarven hair, okay? Look, you remember how happened last time?
You can barely do your own hair.
Listen, don't call me out like this right now. I'm very sensitive at the moment.
Very well. I will go and correct your mistake. He looks back and kind of tries to judge when cast will be done. It will be fine. And he sweeps out.
What were you waiting on her for anyway?
A commission.
You want me to sit and wait for her then?
More or less, yes.
Alright, I'll do so. Go say hi to the guys for me.
Very
And
well.
he'll just take the same spot there and just, instead of taking up a book, he'll just take out his star map and start fiddling with it.
Rio's
Okay.
gonna sweep out and head straight to the smithy.
Okay, you well, Glees, as you was thinking that, a few minutes later, you watch as he appears in the back area behind the counter and begins to dart through the building. Do you do anything?
Yes, Glees would wave his hands and say,
Rio, over here.
He pauses to look at Glees. Hello, little buddy. Do you need
Hello.
something?
He grabs the kidney out of the dish and just hands it to you. And he says,
Tender meat's good. Yeah, Rio was right.
He looks at the kidney, nods, and hands it back. Good. I am glad you're pleased with it.
Rio,
Nom, 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 nom,
Yes.
come join us for lunch.
I would, but unfortunately there is a small problem that requires my attention.
Hmm?
Do
Well,
not be
off,
concerned about it. But
Well,
I will
off you
see
go,
you
then.
later. He
off you
turns
go
and
then.
cleans his hair with a muttered word as he hurries off, grumbling about druids and sailors and their nonsense.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to get there, but eventually you do. And as you kind of enter, you will see her packing away a shield and saying goodbye to a small male gnome. And he will kind of look like he is kind of avoiding eye contact, but shakes her hand in a very respectful way and kind of just says, "Well, I'll see you tomorrow then." And he just begins to leave.
Good evening. He nods to Violet and glances curiously at the gnome.
You watch as, when you say that, she'll look at her hand and she'll just start counting fingers. Flint, Gorath, Hydro, you. Did I get the full set? And she'll just.
You're
begin to
missing
laugh.
Glees and Julian, but he is not here right now.
Ah. Well, I keep hearing my little nephew say I've got to catch them all, but I'm almost there.
His eyes twinkle as he looks her up and down. Do you really want to catch us all? Because I admit that might be a fun party.
So, I'm guessing Hydro talked to you?
He nods and cracks his knuckles. Let's get to business.
You sure you can actually do anything? It's kind of alive.
He steps back, throws a hand to his chest, and looks like he's injured. Like he's been mortally wounded. I assure you, I can do many things. He actually flips one of his locks over his shoulder. I am, after all, fantastic.
Ooh. All right then. And she'll kind of take a bucket, turn it upside down, sit down. All right. Forge me some new hair.
He snaps his fingers and creates a mage hand in a mirror in this uncasting prestidigitation. All right. By the way, do you know anything about a firearm? Pistol?
The fire. Oh, yes. Why do you want to know about those?
It is possible we might come across them in an upcoming job, and I wanted to be informed.
Well, I've only seen, well, I've seen one. My dad actually, well, he's actually from Whitestone, and, well, he had one. Well, he didn't really have one. He kind of stole one, and, well, then he took it to Craghammer where he met my mum, and they made something, but yeah, I've seen a few of these. What do you want to know about them?
Everything.
Oh, all right. Well, they're kind of like crossbows, I guess, except you can't really see the arrows, and they move at like much faster speeds, and they can do a lot more damage. Although the one my dad had was a lot more on the magical side, and didn't really fire any. Well, I guess they're called shots. I think that's what he called them. He was more on the fire side of things. I think it's still around here somewhere, but they usually are hard to load. They don't really get off many shots, and very expensive from what I remember.
Any particular downsides or weaknesses?
Really up close, they're kind of rubbish. Other than that, they can pretty much shoot at incredible ranges. Oh, and sometimes they have a tendency of just blowing up in your hand.
I see.
I mean, it's rare, it doesn't happen often with them, but I don't know, maybe it's like a 2 in 20 chance.
Understandable. Best way to avoid being hit with them?
Move. And she kind of just giggles at that.
He nods. Well, I happen to move a lot, but we have a couple of lazy bones. So...
Move or get behind a really good shield.
Very well. I'm sure this will be fine. Korath has a shield, yes?
Yeah, I think so. And also, Hydro did just buy one from me. Maybe you could hide behind him.
Yeah, I am not that kind of mage. I like to get up close and personal. I'm better with my hands, you see?
Well, in that case, I would invest in some plate armor, if you could one day.
Too much weight. I prefer to avoid being hit at all.
Ah. Well, maybe join the circus. Learn how to do some backflips.
He pauses, slowing a little as he conjures a few mirrors. Do you know anyone?
Who can teach you?
Yes.
Ooh, I know someone in Western who could maybe train you. She's a bit of a acrobatic, and to be honest, we fought a few times, and I could never land a blow on her. I could maybe reach out for you.
I would appreciate that. He's moving slowly, methodically. Like, he has some of the stuff he uses for his own hair. He's using magic, he's catching the angles, and more importantly, he's keeping in mind who she's dating.
And that's why I'm going to let you have this roll with advantage.
Yeah.
So,
here we go.
Snake eyes.
23, bitch.
23. Now, where obviously going through this hair, you can't help but find bristles broken off in the hair, and maybe even some splinters, and it looks like these are from a brush, and you can probably in your head think that, oh, Hydro did a horrible job. But after you kind of pick out the pieces and take some time just like bringing out the hair, moving it in certain places, putting some product into it, and then just gently going through the hair and then getting harder and harder, you manage to kind of straighten it and then make it workable into whatever shape you want. Almost like working with steel. First you had to soften it, and then you had to then mold it into whatever you wanted. So, how would you like to style her hair?
He's trimmed it just a little bit to keep it healthy, but aside from that, he's making it a little wild. Like there's obvious shape to it, but it's a lot like her. A little wild, a little bristly, but he's working it around her face to accentuate all her best features.
And this will probably take you a while to do, as it is very hard hair to work with. But as you finish and kind of step back, you will look at what you've done, and honestly, she almost looks like a different woman completely. More elegant looking, more upper class looking, but also on the wild side. Like at any moment, she could take out a fork and stab you in the leg. And
Perfect.
she kind of stands up and goes over to the trough of water and just looks in the reflection. And you can't help, as she tries to hide it, just a little tear swelling up in her eye, like she's probably never seen herself look like this before.
You are perfect, just the way you are. But between you and me, there's nothing wrong with changing things up just a little bit.
Well, the next time you want to buy anything from me, 20% off.
You are very kind, but I do not trade favors with friends.
She will walk over to you and hug you, and you can't help but hear some of your spine begin to crack as she hugs you with the obvious dwarven strength. And
Yes.
oh, sorry. Well, I guess I'm gonna go get changed, and then I will wait for my Prince Charming. Thank you again. And she almost goes in for a second hug, but then realizes she'd probably kill you, and then stops.
Yes, that's back. I hope you have a very good night. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. And she'll
Now, where
get
is
very
that
giddy.
Goliath? He wanders off.
Okay. Do you go back to the tavern, or do you wait outside for him to arrive?
He's going to head towards the tavern, but he's going to kind of slip into the shadows because he wants to see how cute they are.
Okay. Just for the fun of it, roll for stealth.
Fair. Do.
Oh my.
Oh shit!
You know what? Your stalking abilities are on point today. And you don't just hide in the shadows, you become the shadows. And back with Gorath, it is getting late, Gorath. And the time is drawing closer.
Well, I should probably go and touch up a final time. Man, this lunch lasted a long time, and sadly, two of us can join. Well, and Gorath steps up and heads back to his room to fix himself up a final time.
Okay. There's
Well, Flint's gonna get up and go, I guess I'll go for a walk. And Flint's gonna go out and get a pipe. Oh shit, there's two. And get a pipe and some tobacco. And just go for a smoke.
okay. Glees, are you doing anything?
Glees is gonna sit by the fire and speak to his effigy.
Okay.
He's gonna tell the effigy all about his new friends and how he's now in a pack for once in his life.
Oh.
Oh,
You could even call it a rat pack. Oh, damn it.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, Hydro.
My God, he's there!
Ah, Rio, what are you doing here? You're so stealthy. There you go.
They're everywhere.
Rio, this is so sudden.
Please.
After maybe 2 hours of Rio being gone, you will see in one of the chamber doors on the left side flashes of light and some strange noises, the way that Lady Cass went. And after a few more moments, you watch Lady Cass re-emerge. And she will begin to look around the room. And look a little bit disappointed as she looks where you're sitting. Hello, Hydro.
I feel like I should be insulted, but I get it. It's fine.
No. I was hoping Rio would be here, but it would seem he's left.
Yeah, I needed him for a mission, as you could, so to speak.
Well, next time you see him, tell him it's ready.
If you
If
like,
you
I
would
could
like to.
deliver it to you for him. Unless you wanted to see him specifically with it.
Oh, of course. I intend to see him wear it.
Alright, that's
And-
fair enough then.
Model it for me.
Fucking ominous.
Well, he kind of claps his hand together. Did they tell you what we accomplished on the assassination mission?
Yes.
And he turned everything in, or
It's all fine.
he kind of blinks up for a moment. Why did he tell me to wait here for? Okay, no, this is fair. I owe him back from Amon. Oh well.
She
And
will
Hydro, go ahead.
move over to where the table is and begin to sit.
Out of curiosity will get the better of Hydro, and he'll kind of walk over a little bit. So besides all that, and he gestures to the cloak, anything else you've been doing today, if you don't mind my asking, my lady?
You haven't by chance seen Luca around, have you?
No, and I'm mad at him.
No?
Let's just say he took something that wasn't readily given.
And what's that?
Yeah, well, might as well. He took my first kiss, and I'm mad at him about it. What are you laughing at me for? What is
I'm sorry.
And he just,
I'm sorry.
and he just kind of looks down, blushing a bit.
Oh,
What?
are you telling me
Must be
you're
important.
a virgin, Hydro?
And what about it?
No, it's just, well, weird.
Yeah, gee, thanks. Totally didn't need that added to the hit to the ego. Thank you.
And it's not like you're ugly or anything. Maybe you should go talk with Luca and maybe he can take something else that was your first away.
He will point at her. No, I draw the line, madam.
Oh, well. Maybe if you're very good, Maybe I'll come and visit you. And she'll just smile very heavily.
He kind of rubs the bridge of his nose. Milady, as much as I appreciate your beauty and your vigor, not quite my type, I'm sorry.
Oh? And what is your type?
I'm still working that out, actually.
Oh. You really are so messed up. And she'll just smile again.
Well, it kind of happens when you live the life I did. I lived with my parents for 20 years on a ship, so...
So not many choices then.
Not at all. It's basically the crew was family, and you know, the parents, and any kind of interest you developed with someone else, they teased the hell out of you, and yeah, kind of they never really went anywhere. But I got to meet Rio, and we left, and we're here now. Besides, you don't pay me to worry about my virginity. You pay me to get the job done.
Exactly.
So, in the interest of that, know anything about a pistol and what it does? Because I'm not very familiar.
A pistol. Ooh, do you have one?
No, but apparently those pirates that took that ship, one of them has it. So,
Luca, you little fuck. Well, if they do have one, perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
and in doing so, what would we get in return?
How about we'll just say you can either have a lot of money or you can have my good graces.
Well, I'd say your good graces are worth more than gold, and he just kind of gives her a playful wink.
But yes, if you could bring one back to me, well, I can make sure that you go far.
Alright. I can add that to the list of things we're supposed to do. Besides, once they're dead, it's not like it's hard to take it away from them.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to get back to my book.
Nope, I need to go pester some people anyway. Gonna go yell at Rio.
She will look down at her book and begin to read as you make your way out. And you can't help but hear her say, you know, not quietly, but not loud either. Very well. See you later, Virgin.
Guiding bolt level 3. No. No, I'm kidding. Hydro just will he'll kind of peek to see what she's reading over a little bit, just cursory glance, but then he'll make his way out and leave.
Okay. Make are you really wanting to have a look?
He's kind of doing like a quick glance, not necessarily like sitting over her shoulder, but enough that he can he's trying to do it subtly, so he's trying to do it at a distance to kind of like catch like a couple of things.
Well, you don't need to roll because it looks very familiar to you. It looks like the book that was given to Luca.
Ah, good to know.
Okay.
Freaking ciphers, man.
You'll make your way back upstairs as most of the people of the group have left. And is there anything quick you want to do while up here?
No, I'm good. I've taken up enough of the spotlight. Someone else's turn.
Then we will move to Gorath. You'd like to place your token. And you kind of make your way there. And do you do anything when you go in?
I knock on the door and stay outside for a little bit.
Okay. And I will say that Rio, you see all of this as well.
Mhm.
A few moments pass, and you hear movement next to the door, and you kind of overhear through the door just a, okay, 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 and then the door opens, and
But
you
would Gorath really hear that?
I'm gonna say yeah. It doesn't. It's not
Okay.
very loud. It just sounds like she's nervous a little bit.
Passive perception 8, by the way.
Oh. In that case, you just hear, okay, and that's it. But the door opens, and you see what you think for a second is a different person, another beautiful, maybe noble. But when you take a closer look at the face, it's Violet, and she's wearing what looks to be a kind of longish, almost like a cocktail gown, and around the top parts is almost like a fur, a like bear-like white fur, and it's kind of mixture between human style with a bit of dwarven rolled in at the top. And she just kind of is blushing heavily and just looks at you, looks you up and down, looks at the clothes that you're wearing, and just begins to smile.
Gorath's mouth is agape, but he closes it and then he puts on a big smile. He's also blushing now.
Okay.
Why? You look quite different today.
Well, thank you. And you as well. And she'll kind of give you the eyes up and down.
Well, Gorath stretches out his arm as he wants to walk with her arm in arm. Should we go?
Let's. And she'll take your arm and she'll kind of pretend that she's a, like a posh princess and you're her prince. And she'll kind of just, let's go. And of course, Leo, you see all this.
Gorath will do the same. He will put
Okay.
on the act of high and mighty noble. As we make our way to the aquarium restaurant. I'd never got a name of it.
There was no name.
Oh.
You definitely
It's a
see,
secret.
Yeah. It definitely seemed like this place was being hidden. It is a jewel inside a horror show of a city.
Well, here we are.
She will look.
He gestures down the alley.
She'll look very confused and just, it's nice. And, all she sees is the basic alley.
Gorath will almost drag her down with him.
She'll go with you.
Playfully. Yeah. And he'll open the door.
Okay. You open up the door, and on the inside, it's almost like a beacon of light now that it's dark, and her eyes take a second to adjust. But eventually she sees the inside and just, her mouth opens in shock. What? How is... What?
I reserved us a table.
Okay. I can't believe...
I told you I would take you to the fanciest place in this town.
I didn't know this town had fancy places.
Well, you just gotta know where to look.
And as you say that, the same woman will dart out and just say, name?
Gorath
This way.
and Violet.
Oh. Lady. And as she says that, Violet will kind of just blush a little bit more, hold onto your arm a little bit tighter, and she will make the way to the table, which you do see some actual people in here now. Not many at all. Maybe in total 6 other people. Most of them are eating and drinking alone. But as you come in, you take your seats,
Gorath is actually gonna pull out her seat first.
Oh.
Gorath has read books before.
As you do so, she'll kind of look a little bit confused, like she's definitely not. This has never happened to her, but she'll kind of, and she'll quickly kind of skip into place and then sit down as you push in.
Yeah. And then Gorath sits down right in front of her, on the opposite side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Please, order what you like. Are there any menus on the table, or do I have to call
There
for
are.
a waiter? There are.
Two big black, kind of very not thick booklets, and as you begin to look through, is there anything that you yourself would be looking for, like meats or seafood?
Oh
or
yeah,
anything?
a big bloody steak.
Okay. Well, as you look through, you quickly notice something that is a little bit on the strange side. And I say a little bit, I mean a lot. As there are, steaks and different cuts of meat, except none of them seem to be from cows. And as you're looking through this menu, it kind of snaps that, everything on this menu that is meat related are from creatures. You see owlbear on the menu. You see kraken blubber. You see, dragon blood soup. You see,
Dude, I was super scared that you were gonna say people. All right.
Everything on this menu seems to be from, or at least some part of, at least when it comes to meat wise, from creatures out there, not just cows or pigs. And when it comes to steaks, there is an owlbear steak. There is what looks to be a rock steak, but it's more like of a taste of a chicken variety. It says next to it, and she will kind of look through and she'll get to one and just kind of point it out and kind of look very bewildered at you, almost like she's not used to this and she can't even believe this place exists. What do you order?
You said owlbear, and I'm assuming that's gonna taste somewhat like chicken, so Gorath's gonna take that.
Okay.
I think I'd go for an owlbear, maybe?
Fantastic order, sir.
You got any fine wines, Will?
We do. Could I recommend one, or would you like to pick?
Please recommend one. One that would go well for a nice, lovely date.
Very well. I'll be back in a moment, sir. And she will disappear in the back, leaving you two alone.
So, Violet, what do you think?
I think that I've been transported to a bloody another world. This is amazing.
Well, ain't that right? Gorath knows everything. That he knows, of course. Man, Glees is really rubbing off on me.
Glees? Who's Glees?
Co-worker. He always speaks in the third person. It's a little strange, but he's really good at what he does.
Huh. Well, you've never really told me about your work. What do you do?
Well, I work for a private employer. I can't really tell too much. It's kind of a big deal. He smiles and stretches his back. Looks very proud.
Oh.
Well, I do a bunch of odd jobs here and there. Get the thing, slay the beast, retrieve the item. Much like adventure work, I'd say.
You're an adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, I've got to say, growing up in Stillbend, and I think I told this to your friend as well. It's honestly a nice break to see, more people that want to help. And I think that well, she looks over at you blushing. I think I chose right going on a date with you.
I think you chose right too. He leans over and kisses her on the cheek.
Okay. At that point, you are kind of interrupted by the server bringing over a wine, and she kind of just shows it to you. And the label that you read is the Pearl Red, and it says where it's made underneath. It says Nicodranus, which you've never heard of.
Nicodranus. Huh. Interesting.
And she will begin to pour you both a glass of wine.
Gorath is gonna take the glass, swirl it around a little bit in his hand, and then he's gonna smell it first.
Very fruity.
And then he's gonna take the tiniest sip first.
You've tasted wine before, and it can have a really bitter taste, except this wine is much, much sweeter, and which is strange because the more alcoholic a beverage is, the more, corrosive it is, the more bitter it is. But you can easily taste that this is a high alcohol level, but remains sweet.
You pick good wines, Mr. Waiter. Mrs. Waiter. Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Have you decided what you would like to order, Violet?
Oh, I already picked their they said I made a good choice. I'm honestly, and she kind of whispers this over to you, I don't really know much about fancy foods, so I just kind of pointed to something.
Must admit, I'm a little bit the same. Gorath leans back and starts laughing. Not too loudly, but...
And maybe a few moments later, maybe a few minutes, coming out the back, you see two plates of food coming towards you, and as well as what look to be certain gifts that the restaurant are giving out just for eating here. And you notice, first of all, your food arrives, and it looks like a steak, like the shape of a steak, except it's more of a white color. And the gift that they place down looks to be two feathers wrapped up in kind of like a bow tie, not bow tie, a bow. And you can probably guess that these are owl bear feathers, so you can write that down in your inventory.
Two owl bear feathers.
Hers, on the other hand, her food arrives and it looks much less appetizing than yours. And as you take a look at it, it looks like a soup with bits of meat and vegetables around, but the main part of this dish looks to be like a big stalk with a big eye on the end of it, and it looks to be cooked. And they walk over and place her gift, and it looks to be a kind of vial of different colored sections with what looks to be juice on the inside.
Now, waiter.
Yes, sir.
This is her first time eating in a place like this. Would you tell her how you eat this?
Oh.
He gestures to the stork-looking thing.
Allow me. You can eat the stalk on its own, and when you get to the eye, and you notice that the eye is kind of a purple color, the iris around it. Once you get to the eye, you can either try to eat it whole, or you can split it open and let the juice fall out and then eat the remainder. And she'll just...
What does Violet's face look like at that description?
She isn't grossed out by it. You know, most women would just be like, nah. But she's like, ooh, how do I eat this? This looks fun. You know, that type of attitude.
Perfect. She is the best.
And as she says that, she will like pick up the knife and just poke the eye in the middle, and you watch as some juice flows out, and she just begins to kind of take a bite. And with her mouth kind of a bit full, she'll just say, "This is delicious."
And Gorath is gonna take his knife and fork and cut a piece of his meat and taste it as well.
Very strange. It's a tough meat, but incredibly delicious with the sauce that they have paired it with. And it's almost like a cow and a chicken had a baby, and it's the both of them, the best of both mixed together.
Huh. Is the waiter still there, or has she left?
She has left.
Ah. She has left.
You want her back?
No. Gorath is gonna cut a piece of his steak and put it on his fork, and then, would you like to try a piece? I'm very curious as to what yours tastes like.
She will cut a piece out of the stalk, and at the same time, she will feed you.
And we feed each other.
And both are delicious.
Perfect. Now, this is great. I can't believe I didn't go here earlier.
And with that, I will check on the others. Does anyone else wish to do anything as this is all happening?
Nah, for me, just go on. I'm enjoying this.
I think Flint went for a walk.
Okay.
I just went for a walk and a smoke, and if I run out of tobacco, I'll go buy some more because we're gonna be out on the road for a bit.
Okay. Let's say 2 copper pieces, and you can get quite a lot of tobacco. Rio.
Okay.
Rio heads back to the catacombs.
Okay. In that case, we'll just move there for a moment. We'll come back to you, Gareth, in a little bit. So you make your way. In fact, you would see Hydro on the inside. Do you say anything to him before going down?
He's gonna give Hydra a dirty look, like you know what you did.
He blows him a kiss. She has your cloak ready.
Ah, perfect. She looks fantastic, if you wanted to know. He conjures a small portrait of her.
Good
looks-
job.
Like a princess.
Gorath even called on her door and waited outside the door. It was very cute.
Who knew he could be romantic?
Yes, right?
Okay. You make your way down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, place your token.
Dun, dun, dun.
As you enter the room, you see her in the corner with what looks to be a box next to her. And as you enter, she kind of looks up. Ah, there you are.
He swaggers over, the sly smile on his face. Apologies for my absence. I had to tend to someone else's problem.
It is fine. I have what you wanted, and I hope you don't mind I added a little bit of my flair onto it.
He inclines his head. I trust whatever alterations you made.
She will slide over the box, the table, towards you.
He will respectfully open the box. There's a bit of interest in his eyes and more than a little excitement.
Okay, and as you do, she will kind of rotate behind you, putting her hand on your hand as it opens the box, and you see this.
Ooh, perfect.
And she will go on to explain what it can do, and it's more than what you asked for.
This is remarkable.
And you kind of notice, in fact, let me show you, looking at her dress and the markings on the back of this cloak and all around this cloak, it's kind of got the same kind of pattern, kind of swirls and darkness, and almost like a flowery pattern, but still barely visible, going through the whole of her dress, and now is different but similar on this cloak.
He looks at it, looks at her, looks at the cloak. If I may be a little impertinent, Lady Cass, I do think I would rather enjoy working with you a little bit closer.
Oh. Well, if you keep acting like this, I don't see any problems with that.
His eyes twinkle with mirth, and he pulls it from the box. You wouldn't mind if I modeled it for you, would you?
Please do.
He nods, and with death motions, he pulls off his outer shirt, and he has some kind of tight linen clothing that fits form to his body, and it kind of looks like it extends down past his pants, a dark gray that would blend well into the darkness.
Okay. There is one thing that I forgot to add to it. I'll just do that now. And it should be a little bit obvious.
Magical darkness.
Nope.
We'll work on making that.
There you go.
Yes, there we go.
As this would require attunement.
Yes.
But yes, you put it on and it fits perfectly. And she can't help but to, make sure it fits perfectly by kind of brushing down the sides. And you can tell that she's also just trying to feel your body in some ways.
It's a bonus. She earned it.
And she will just kind of then take a step back away from you, getting the whole picture what you look like now, and just say, I really am good.
It is absolutely perfect.
And let's not forget your side of the deal, yes?
He inclines his head. Did you have something in mind immediately?
No, not now, but I wouldn't want you to forget.
His lips quirk. But of course.
Good.
He steps back and bows to Flourish.
She will kind of give you a short nod and then kind of go back and sits down.
He turns and without a word melts into shadows. He's gonna just misty step at because it's cool.
Okay. And you head back into the tavern.
Yeah, new coat on.
Okay. In that case, the ones in the tavern glees you as well. See Rio reappear and looking very dapper right now.
Glees will approach Rio.
Good evening, Glees.
Please think you look cool.
I appreciate it, little friend.
Yes, yes.
Hydro just grins. Well, hello there, sailor. You coming my way?
Yeah, not that you would do anything if I did.
Nope, not into incest. When he gives Rio a wink.
Once upon a time. Still, though, he cuts an eye to the drow in the corner. One day, I do not think he has rights for you, but Flint, on the other hand,
Hydro just kind of tilts his head like, what do you mean? What?
Oh, nothing, nothing. I'm going to bed. We should be prepared to head out tomorrow. Unless he looks at Glees curiously. Actually, come. It's time for that card game.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can I use message to cheat for Rio?
Sure.
I don't know.
you
Glee's
don't
going
get
to learn
caught.
how to play cards.
Unless
I'm
you want
going
to
to
play
troll
cards
these
with
fucking rats.
them.
Okay. Glees will approach carefully. Hide behind Rio's left shoulder.
How would you three like a chance to win your money back?
Why is Glees here?
Yeah.
Tilts his head. He is a part of my party. His eyes laid.
Glees will hiss at them and say,
Glees has pack now.
and he will concede instantly and just hide behind Rio again.
Leo quirks a finger. Have a seat, Glee.
We do not
Now
play
just-
with body mutilators.
Leo blinks once with exquisite slowness. I am sorry. Are we not in the class?
He shames us.
He leans forward and he's gonna do another subtle spell with Mage Hand. And he's just gonna start ruffling his hair because I don't have thaumaturgy. Are we not all assassins, thieves, conmen?
Mm.
You are concerned over necromancy?
Pink one does not know us.
I do not. What I do know is that you are terrible at cards, and I won quite a bit of money from you. But if you think you can outbest me and my pack mates, well, his gaze shifts over to the dwarf down. I suppose more capable players are available.
Make a persuasion check.
Don't.
Hmm.
How much gold do you have?
Actually, would this be a would this be persuasion or would this be intimidation?
I'm not trying to bully them into a game. I'm definitely trying to trick them into one. So maybe it should have been deception.
Yeah, okay. I'll allow that.
Sure.
You definitely wasn't being kind to them, so.
No, fuck them.
Okay, well.
Fuck them rats.
They will look over at the people in the corner and just say, "We will take money. Sit."
Rio pulls out 20 gold and splits it between him and Glee. Let me
Okay.
explain the game to you, Glee. It's all about tails.
He sits down next to you. How do we play this, DM? Let's go.
Well, which card game would you like?
Poker, I think. Something that you can bluff with.
Let's see what I've got
Let's see.
here.
How about a game of bones? I'm not proficient with gaming sets, unfortunately.
It's okay. You can help me.
I will put this in the chat and see if you want to try for this. If not, then we can look at something else.
Okay. says right here. You don't use it. Speak to you. Alone. Okay.
Is this something you want to try?
Never mind. I was thinking at my looking at my subclass ability, and I need to sit alone with someone. Currently,
I'd
doing
rather
a
just.
party game.
Yeah.
What? What type of game are you trying to play here?
Game of cards, I guess.
I mean, dice wise.
Oh,
I got nothing on
I
that.
don't know.
I don't know these sub games. I was gonna make a roll.
If you wanna actually use the cards like the decks, we can do that too. But I
Oh.
don't know poker.
I don't know poker either. I was just gonna make a roll.
That's what I was looking for.
Children.
I don't know. We could maybe roll a sleight of hand check. Just-
Okay, then to just make this very quick, then, they get free rolls. Just keep that in mind. You'll get 2, but if you want to cheat in some way, you may try. But you have to let me know how you're going to cheat. You can't just say I cheat and then roll.
Okay. You go first, Rio.
He's just gonna do his normal game of bluffing. He's proficient with cards, so.
Make a deception and roll with the cards if you want as well.
25.
Ooh, nice.
25.
At 20.
Okay, hang on. Got 2 more to go.
Do I roll? Also?
Yep.
Deception check?
Yep. If you want to cheat, that is.
Oh no. I'm gonna play regularly.
Okay.
So do I roll a sleight of hand check?
Well, if that's more if you want to cheat. If not, then
Oh, sure. I'm gonna sleight of hand. Then.
do you have a deck of cards with you, like in your inventory?
Oh no, I don't.
Okay. You might want to try and get one of those.
Yeah, true.
So you're gonna probably just have to play this normal and roll a.
Okay, which one do I roll normally?
This would be let's say a subterfuge, because it's all about bluffing.
Deception.
So
Yeah, deception.
Which
Deception.
Okay.
It's a subterfuge.
Deception. 17.
17. Okay. So you got a 24. One of them got a natural 20 and a 19, and you got a 17. Okay. So Glees, unfortunately, you lose the money that you put down. To
It's, 10 gold.
this guy.
I put down the single for you.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, you, Rio, actually beat these two, and you actually make 20 gold back on top of what you already had.
Cool.
Hey.
So I made 30 gold total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. And
Please needs time to learn.
he keeps up a pattern the whole time, stopping between explaining things to Gleeds and needling the other 3. Not maliciously, but mostly like talking about, safe business topics. The state of still been asking about their, I guess, culture since they poked that he didn't know about it. Stuff to keep them distracted and off kilter.
Mm-hmm. When this one does win against you, and takes your money, you can't help but see him kind of just mine.
Ah,
Where does he put it?
He puts it in his hat and then puts it on his head.
His hat. Okay, they don't have bags; they just have hats.
Yeah, at least they're not using their cheek bags.
So like, he lines his hat with
hamsters.
it, or just puts it on top of his head.
No, yep, he just shoves it in his hat and then kind of squishes it back on his head.
Okay. Rio's going to make a. He's gonna make a large bet with like half the gold he wants, so 15.
Okay.
And then he's gonna throw the hand when it looks like this guy is gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he wins and goes to squirrel it away, I'm gonna use another sorcery point because what else am I doing with it? And I'm gonna use
Sorcery point.
Alright. Oh yeah, Rio's a sorcerer. Else I should have told you.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't help. How big is this hand?
What are you
How-
doing?
How big's your hand or his hand?
The outside, how big the mage hand is.
Oh, it's a normal hand.
And it's spectral, isn't helpful. I'm gonna try to steal his gold when he squirrels it away.
Okay. I mean, you can still see the mage hand, right? It's still like a floating hand.
Yeah, it's spectral.
Okay.
I'll have to get telekinesis.
So it's like a ghostly hand.
Only arcane tricksters have an invisible mage hand.
Okay, so roll stealth for the hand. Does it have stats of its own?
No,
doesn't.
it's just a hand.
Okay.
see. I probably.
Then I'll let you use your stealth onto it. So just roll a stealth check then.
Damn!
Let's see who sees.
Another
You and
nat
your
20
natural
on the
20
checks.
stealth.
Yeah.
Second one today.
Yeah, roll all
Natural
ones when we actually
20.
start fighting.
Okay. So, as you kind of lose purposefully this round, he will again just begin to go, mine, mine. And then kind of takes off the hat while moving to the side, hearing the coins clatter on the inside, and then begin to swoop as he looks at you in the eyes, just going again, you're bad at cards.
Rio nods and sighs. Well, it seems that I am. But, Glees, you win some, and then you lose some. So, we have an early morning, and I think it is good to end it here. And he kind of squirrels the mage hand to the restroom. But first, too much wine. He nods to the rat folk. Sentient?
Glees just shuffles a little bit to the side of the chair, awkwardly sitting there looking at the other rats.
Rio goes and collects the coins.
Mhm.
Actually takes a leak. Prestidigitates his hands and then walks back out. Come, Glee. Let us talk about our next job.
Yes.
You can
He
accompany
looks-
me to my room before you
He,
head
loo-
off.
he looks back at the rat folk, almost says something and then decides not to, and he go with Rio.
Rio waves affably. Perhaps I will get a chance to win my money back another time.
Not likely.
Let's do a room.
Okay.
How much did we get?
How much did you?
So it was a 15, and you already had lost 10 with that, so that's already 25. But you already had on the inside another 10. That's 35.
35 gold pieces.
All that
nice.
effort, I've made 5 more gold. He's going to split that and give half to Glees. And that is the game.
Glees likes game where he gets money, but maybe rat folk know Rio steal money, then they try kill Rio.
He blinks and then tilts his head at Glees. Well, that would be interesting. He rubs his chin and looks Glees over. Are rat folk useful in potions or enchanting?
Mm, um, I can try.
He shrugs. If they do try to kill us, we would simply be defending ourselves, and then that would be one less problematic group to deal with in the future. Besides, they will root to you, and I do not like that.
Yeah, well, Ratfolk always rude to Glees. But Glees used to it.
Yes, we will work on that. Now, this is what I found out about firearms. I need to share what he found out with Glees.
Okay.
Can Glees, I mean, did Glees ever see or hear of these things?
Make me a history check.
Struck. Goes my aunt.
Ooh.
Nope.
I mean, what he's talking about sounds insane. It sounds like, well, it sounds like fantasy.
What?
Yep.
Small metal things better than arrows.
He pulls his arrow and shows you the pointy part of it.
No, but it doesn't make sense. Glees don't believe that.
Either way, we should still prepare for it. Better safe than sorry, no?
Yes.
He pulls out a friend and he says,
A friend is there. Glees is protected. Don't worry. Rio is also protected.
His eyes crinkle. I appreciate it, but I believe I will be in the thick of things as usual.
and then Glees will curl up on the foot side of the bed on the floor, and he will take rest.
Okay. I will then move over to Hydro as
Like a dog.
like a dog. Hydro,
Ism.
could you make me a perception check? And also Flint, could you also make me a perception check? Flint, you get advantage.
Okay.
Okay. You both see this, but Flint, you definitely see it first. As coming down the street, you see 4 individuals that you have seen before, but you haven't seen in a while.
That Goliath is lucky I'm not there.
This Goliath is lucky Rio is not aware of this.
As you see goes back, just after you were kind of brought into the class. The other team that was being tested at the same time as you, they make their way in, and some of them look kind of stronger, but more scars over their bodies. They look like they have been busy, and honestly, some of them look darker, like they've been through some stuff. And Flint, you've actually seen these people once before, leaving the class quite a while ago, as new recruits were brought in, but you haven't seen them since. But you do note it as they kind of walk into the bar, and Hydra, you see them kind of enter, and they begin to, without stopping, just make their way in the back.
He'll just give a wave to him as they walk by.
The Goliath will wave back, but none of the others.
It looks like they've seen some stuff. Huh.
And we will move back to the lovers.
Aw. So, Violet, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, what do you want to know?
I mean, I know you work as a blacksmith. How long have you been working?
Well, this is actually my dad's shop. I took over after he died.
Sorry for your loss.
It's okay. It was a while ago. He kind of taught me everything. My mum, she kind of stayed in Craghammer. They had a good relationship, but when it came time to go, well, let's just say my mum wasn't really the raise a child type, and yeah. So I went with my dad, and he came here. He opened up his own shop, and I've been here ever since, learning the trade.
Well, I must say, you're really good at the trade.
Well, thank you. And what about you? Where do you come from? What about
I
your
come from a
family?
little place. Family. I come from a little place called Rockshore. Family. Well, as you can tell, I'm half orc.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew my dad, never knew my mom. They say that she didn't really want me.
I'm sorry.
Well, I've gotten over it.
Well, the way I see it, that's just another thing that we have in common.
Yeah.
Mums didn't really want us, and here we are.
Yeah. Can't help but feel sorry for her.
Why is that?
Do you know how half orcs are made, right?
Oh. I see.
Well, that's to bring the mood down. Well, back to bring the mood back up.
It's okay.
Business seems to be booming, I see. At least since we came to town.
Yeah, you could say that again. You guys are quite big spenders.
I mean, we make a lot of money doing what we do.
But I'm happy for it. I mean, it's letting me kind of branch out. I'm even going into, well, hopefully business making more magical items and, armors, weapons, shields. I'm still really new to it, and I'm not really hoping too hard. If it's really hard business to kind of get into, and
I mean, making magical items, that is pretty damn respectable.
yeah,
You can make a fortune if you know the right people, sell to the right people.
Well, Barty, he said he's going to introduce me to some people. He said there's an elf he knows in Singorn that could be interested. Also, a guy named named Gilmore, he could be interested. He said he'll introduce me to a few of them, and hopefully, I can get a few customers, not just in Stillbend, and well, it could lead to something really good.
Yeah. Gorath takes like a handkerchief or a paper on the table and wipes his lips.
But
do you
about
think
you?
we're done here?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. I was just going to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you have any hopes for the future? Any positions? I don't really know much about your job, but
I can't tell you much about my job. Like I said, it's pretty top secret.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's part of why I make so much money. He smiles.
Well, even if you weren't making so much money, I'd still be interested, Gora. And she kind of just gives you a wink.
Well, part of the reason why I like making money is this. He gestures around. I can take the people I like out to places like this. See, money is power. You can do basically anything you want as long as you have it. Within reason, of course.
She'll take your hand when you say that, and she'll just say, but, Gorath, don't let power corrupt, because it is very corrupting.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, are you ready to come home with me?
Of course.
she'll
Gorath
stand up.
raises his hand and gestures for the waiter to come.
The waiter quickly dashes over. Yes, sir.
I'd like the tab, please.
Right away, sir. And she'll kind of dart back after a moment and put, which is a sizable
I expected
tab,
as much.
as this place is serving some very strange foods. So, let me just check. In total, with the wine and the two things that you ordered, it is going to come to 47 gold.
Gorath slaps down a solid 50.
The
Here's a
waiter's
tip for your service.
eyes will kind of widen with that. Thank you, sir, and please come again.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get out my calculator because I suck at math. Okay. 3 minus 50. Okay, I have that much left. Perfect. And then Gorath takes her in the arm and they move out. Gorath goes for his hat to give, like, the nod, but he realizes that the hat is no longer there.
She will smile at that and just kind of take your arm and snuggle in as you begin to make your way out.
And we make our way to Violet's place.
It is a slow walk, and not a lot is said other than just kind of cuddling as you walk. But eventually you do make it back to Violet's place. And once there, in the forge, now the forge is kind of run cold. She will look at you and she will just say simply, Gorath, you've seen the shop area. Perhaps would you like to see the back area?
I'd love to.
Good. And she'll kind of walk backwards. And as she walks backwards into the door frame leading into the back area, she will begin to kind of take off parts of her gown and then disappears into the darkness behind the door.
Gorath waits solid 10 seconds, and then he walks slowly after.
And as you enter, you see her not wearing anything. And the bed close by. She will begin to slowly walk over to the bed. And we will fade to black.
I like this. Perfect.
I like this.
Please tell me that's what Gorath says when he sees her. I like this.
Oh, I like this.
Okay. So, is everyone going to bed for the night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then, the next day rises. And Gorath, you wake up. It's still in Violet's place, but you know that you have a job to do today. And that you are going to be very busy for the next few days. Before you leave, however, she will wake and kind of just give you a kiss and basically kind of grab onto your horns and just say, make sure you get back quickly.
I'll get back quickly. And maybe then we'll go for another date.
She will chuckle at that, give you a kiss, and let you go.
All right.
Who is the first to wake up in the tavern?
My man.
I mean, did Glees sleep with Rio in his room?
If Rio is okay with it,
Yeah, really doesn't mind.
yeah, he's gonna sleep on the floor.
Then you guys wake up and you can do whatever you want.
We're just preparing for a trip.
Does Glees know about the mission at all?
Yeah, I believe they told them they had 2 jobs.
Hmm.
Okay. Glees will ask Rio. What are we expecting exactly? Are we expecting to sail? Are we expecting to?
We
What
have
do we know?
to locate the ship and recapture it. Preferably recapture it. Deal with the crew, and if we cannot recapture it, destroy it. They are pirates who apparently been harassing local villages? Villages, towns. Locals.
Nope. So just to get the details right, one of the Clasp ships that they were using to ferry cargo from Wildmount to tal'dorei was taken over by pirates, which you probably can guess is a part of the Plank King's kind of army and Darktoe, which most of you would probably know as like the pirate, stronghold. You know that they have disrupted the Clasp's movements, and they have kind of broken their supply chain, and they basically want you guys to go kill them, if possible. Bring back the ship in good condition for a bonus, but it is not necessary. They just want them gone, and that's basically what the job is.
Oh, and what was the pay for it?
Ooh. Did anyone write that down, or should I bring up my notes again?
300 if we complete the mission, and then an extra 400 if we bring back the ship.
And a magic item.
Ooh.
300
that's a
gold,
lot of.
magic spell scroll plus an extra 400 and a magic item if we bring back the ship.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money, actually.
Yeah.
it is a whole ship with a crew, so just keep that in mind.
One quick question. The inhaled poison you gave me, is it like an AoE thing?
So it's not a big one, but it's more like you can either try and smash it and hopefully it'll, the person will breathe it in, or you can try and be a little bit more forceful to, make sure that they get hit with it and, wrestle the bottle next to their face and make sure they breathe it in. It's up to you really how you use it, but depending on how you use it will determine how easy it is or hard it is to avoid.
I remember Flint having the ability to make someone drink something, if I'm not mistaken. Was it
Beguiling
beguiling gift?
Yeah, beguiling gift. I have that spell.
Glees will approach Flint, and he will show you the bottled fart, the malice poison, and he will say,
Glees asked for poison that makes people blind. A nice demon girl gave me this. Think you can use this?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be useful for this job, but I guess I could.
Maybe Glees should keep it. Thank you, anyways.
At this point, Gorath steps in the door.
Oh, that boy is glowing. He looks happy.
Hello, boys.
Hello, lover boy.
Hello.
How
So let's discuss the mission. Gorath says to avoid the subject, but he's looking extremely happy.
we are, I believe, prepared with rations.
Mm-hmm. I got 7 of them.
We have information on the firearms.
Oh. The pistol or whatever it's called.
Yes, that. I believe that we are just waiting to leave.
Alright, I'll get my stuff and I'll come back down. Alright?
As you need.
Sure.
Where should we head first?
Well, I want to take a look at this ship first, make sure it's not a death trap.
Is
Well,
it
you're
docked
the
here
expert.
in the city?
Yeah, there are docks here. This is a coastal town.
Yeah, I know, but we're supposed to deal with the pirates that are docked in the city.
No. They're on the sea. You're giving the Clasp are giving you a ship.
Oh!
Yep.
Please want to be captain.
And you pilot the ship?
Please have half proficiency on driving ships.
We will
Maybe
leave it to
better-
you, Caesar. Perhaps you can
maybe-
be first mate.
Okay.
Sits down.
It's okay. If Hydro thinks you can be captain, how about you can be captain? But if not, you will have to learn properly.
Yes,
You better-
yes.
Oh, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No,
I have
finish your
nothing.
thought.
I have nothing of substance to say. Go ahead.
Well, to be fair, the crew probably already has their captain. I doubt any of us will really affect that. Because usually a crew comes with a crew to begin with. It depends on. And he turns around. Mistress One.
You say the one.
Yeah. Oh, he says mistress technically, but
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
sorry to bother you, dear. I have a quick question. And he'll get up and walk on over real quick. The ship that you guys are providing us for to deal with the pirates, what does it look like and which dock is it on?
One moment.
Of course.
At this point, Gorath comes down the stairs, now donned in his breastplate, and he's got the Hornmaker on his back.
Noise.
It is called the Interceptor.
Ooh, fancy.
I believe it is of elven design.
They do make good ships. And you said it would have how much crew to work for us to work with?
It will be running with a skeleton crew.
That's good enough. We'll put some of the guys to work on there too. It's not that hard. What kind of type of vessel is it?
She kind of just looks at you and shrugs. Like she.
Boat, but big.
Yeah, like a boat. It floats. You know, that type of look.
He rose up bridge of his nose. Please don't let it be a sloop. Please don't let it be a sloop. Please don't let it be a sloop. All right, that works. And then do you have is there any way you could provide us a, well, do you know if the ship has a map of the region on it, or are we expected to provide that ourselves?
I would ask the crew.
Alright, I can do that. Well, then I will stop taking up your time and wish you a bountiful evening. And he'll actually do something. He's actually going to take one of the. Is there any cups nearby on the bar?
Lots.
He'll take a reasonably empty one. He'll reach into his mess kit, take out a cutting knife, slit his finger, and bleed into the cup a little bit, watching her.
She looks intrigued.
He'll just bleed a couple drops onto the rim, and flick a little bit in there, and then he'll hold the he'll move the cup over to her. As my apologies for bothering you and taking up your time.
Your offering is most appreciative. Thank you.
We try to. He just gives her a wink and then turns around and starts looking to the party. All right, got most of the information we know to do.
You do realize she might be able to curse you with that, right?
She can
She
try.
might.
One thing though is I can remove curses, so it's fine.
I am going to read the book on demonology to see how much you fucked this elf.
Well, was anyone really paying attention when she walked away?
Yeah.
If you were really paying attention,
No.
please make a perception check.
100%. It's not like I've been studying blood magic or anything. Ha.
Gornath is just chowing down his bacon.
Okay, that's Flint. Yeah, everyone. So Rio and Flint, he hands this over to her, probably expecting her to drink it. He walks away. She takes the glass and goes in the back. She doesn't drink it. She just goes in the back.
Fuck.
Yep. She's most likely going to use that for some magic.
She's most likely going to hoard it. Perhaps sell it to trade it for a favor for someone else who can, as she cannot harm us intentionally. He looks at Hydro and then tilts his head.
Hydra's already walking towards the door. He didn't even pay attention. He's focused on the job. He thought he did a good deed for the day.
Oh,
Alright, let's get going then.
sweet Hydra.
There are risks when you try and befriend a demon.
Yeah, but Hydra
Okay.
doesn't have religion, so he don't know that shit.
Can you even befriend a demon?
Well.
Oh
you'll
my
find
god,
out.
there's 2 Rios.
Clone!
Doppelganger.
Kill him.
So, you are heading to the docks, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way. Let's go here. You make your way to the dock area when the map loads up, but you are here. And let's add that music. Let's see. Let's boom.
Ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum.
You make your way to the docks area, and you see a few different ships, mostly fishing. But every now and then you'll see a larger ship coming in, bringing off cargo. And you can't help but see one ship that looks heavily damaged. It looks like it has taken some cannon fire. And it looks like the people on board are almost in tears, as it looks like they're bringing off bodies. And also, it doesn't look like they have a lot of cargo left. But you do see a kind of a small shed area where it looks like the dock master is would be at. What do you do?
I guess I'll approach the dockmaster and I'll ask him, which ship is the Interceptor?
Oh, The interceptor. Yep, you want to go down the left side and look for the one that looks all fancy and shit.
I turn to the group and smile.
We got ourselves a fancy one.
Yep,
Seems
fancy one.
Glaze will approach the guy and ask about what happened to this ship.
Holy shit! Look at you. Wow. Yeah, fucking pirates. They're the sons of bitches.
Do they often target you?
Oh yeah, well of late anyway. It's been getting worse. But I mean, it happens every now and then. Usually sorts itself out. Don't say anything, but in this town, there's a bit of a Clasp presence, and
Oh, you
they
don't
like
say.
to. Yeah. Keep it on the fucking down low, all right. Keep it on the low. But yeah. Usually they like to handle these types of things. So yeah, don't tell anyone I said that. All right. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, of course we
Wait,
are
what?
not.
What were you saying?
Shh. Tell your friend to shut up.
What's your name, good sir?
My name's Bob.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice
call me
meeting you,
Bobby,
Bob.
or Bob, or Bolly, either one.
I see. Well,
Well,
we
my
are-
name's Greg.
Greg, good name, good strong name.
Hmm.
Why
Well,
the fuck
we'll
do
be
you
off
have
then.
horns?
Things happen in life.
Probably should see a
Do I
doctor
see
about
it?
that, mate.
Do I see anything unusual about the man or any deformities that he has?
Make an insight check. Oh, actually, no, a perception check.
Okay. Ugh.
It isn't hard. You do see that he is missing one leg, and he has a quite literal peg leg.
Well, I ask him, why the fuck do you have a peg leg?
What? You cheeky. Oh.
You
Well-
can fix that, you know? And he just walks away.
Oh, you bastard.
Have a day, Bob. Have a day.
Fuck off.
Hmm.
Okay.
As we're walking, Gorath is gonna whisper to the group in general. That Bob, he seems to know quite a lot. Is that something we should report, or should we just keep our mouths shut?
It suits us fine now.
Alright.
Besides, I doubt he learns anything that they did not want him to learn.
True.
I'll just assume you're right.
He's probably under someone's thumb, maybe. I don't know.
I assume it is Luca who handles that part of the business.
By the way, where is that guy?
Funny you say that. Luca has been a no-show for a few days now, and no one, including you guys, have seen him.
Well, let's get on to the interceptor.
Going down.
Let's see how bad this is gonna be.
I mean, they said it was fancy.
Their
How bad could
version
it
of
be?
fancy and my version of fancy are two different things, my friend.
Well, I don't know much about ships. So this is all new.
Please don't like water.
You say this now.
Oh, you won't need to worry about
Yeah,
it too much.
now that Glaze is faced the reality and just standing in front of the interceptor.
Now, Glee's maybe having second thoughts.
Can you swim, Glee?
Should we get
Yeah.
him some floaties?
Yeah, Glee's can swim. Dog pedals.
Oh, you just do not like baths. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Water make Glee smell different. Glee's is years developing smell.
he nods and then leans down to whisper, the amount of gold the job would pay.
Oh, that's a lot of gold. Maybe Glaze
900
change
if
mind.
900 if everything goes well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
please reconsider.
Flint's gonna
Tom.
ask Rio about the job or about the pistols and to just get an idea of what it is and what it looks like or anything like that.
He would recite what he learned from Violet.
Mhm.
It seems like the best bet is to get in close and smash their faces in.
Getting
Well-
close, alright.
Not
The pistols
necessarily.
reportedly have exceptional range, so unless you have cover,
Well,
I got myself a shield.
I've got myself a spell that can locate such a thing. If we can get close enough, I can pinpoint where it is, most likely.
Hmm.
Glaze have friend. Maybe friend can shelter Glaze.
Well, Gillies, you seem like a backliner, so you'll probably not even be in danger if you play your cards right.
Yes, yes.
One thing about being at the sea, though, Gorath, there's no back line.
Oh.
well,
How big is the interceptor?
So, as you say that, you will make your way down the docks, and one ship sticks out more than most. One ship is bigger than most. It's no warship. It is, not covered in cannons, although there are some weapons. It has a skeleton crew and elvish design, and it looks like so.
There it is.
Glee's disappointed. Ship is not run by actual skeleton.
And it should be in your journals now.
Well, I must say I agree, Glees. I thought it would be skeletons when you said that.
Maybe Glee's can see about that.
Well, don't turn them needlessly.
Not yet, unfortunately. It's gonna take a while.
Hydro kind of stops as soon as they see it more clearly. And his mouth kind of drops, and it's like... He looks over to Flint. Yeah, that's fancy!
Look at those crossbows, damn.
Flint just smiles.
It's a big ship too. I'd say that we could fit a backline in here.
Glee's feel
Well-
confident.
he pats Garth on the shoulder. That would be you and Flint.
I'd say I'm the
Well-
front line, but sure.
Honestly, looking at this makes me worried about what we're dealing with. If they're willing to give us something this fancy.
Yeah, true.
You can definitely see by the design, especially both Rio and you, Hydro, especially with your backgrounds. This ship is really built for speed. Yes, it has defenses and offenses, but damn, the design of this ship just shouts speed.
Well, don't let the shininess of it dismay or mislead you here, Flint. It's definitely a gorgeous vessel, but unfortunately, it's sacrificing a lot of its weight for speed here, so it's not going to be exactly armed to the teeth like a normal galleon would. And honestly, elven designs aren't really known for being able to handle a lot of weight. They're more sleek, like this one. We'll sail there pretty quickly, and maybe we can use that to our advantage to avoid their fire, but
Well, do we have a destination then?
I believe we were told that they've been striking on the trade routes to the Lonely Islands, so
So should we just follow the routes?
well, we'll have to talk to the captain about that, and once I get a map, I can figure it out. I was studying to be the navigator of my parents' vessel before the accident, so
I
All right.
expect if we make our route common, we will be targeted anyway, no? So we just go on a normal trade venture, and when they try to pillage us, we pillage them.
good plan.
Do we have any kind of bait?
We are the bait, Graph.
On the
Thanks to the
ship,
ship,
Gareth, as you say
we
that,
have.
on the
I didn't
ship-
say that. It was Flint.
Oh,
I
Flint.
said that. Yeah, it was.
Flint.
Oh, I thought it sounded. Sorry,
You
it
sound like
sounded
Gareth there
Graph
for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you say that, Flint, looking aboard, there is literally no cargo, and as you kind of think that might be a good idea, but right now the ship looks like it is just bare. It's got some people, it's got some sails, it's got some defenses, but there is no, ooh, I would want to steal that type thing.
I'd say we should get on and acquaint ourselves with the crew.
Yeah.
Yes,
should-
but at the least we should at least get boxes or crates, so it looks
Yeah.
like we're carrying something.
Sure. And have some of the crew always standing around the boxes.
Yes, make it look like we are carrying something. Adro, I believe you can arrange this. You know how it should be.
I'll talk with their captain and get it done.
Glaze is gonna shake his friend and will cast minor illusion,
Oh.
and will conjure a box filled with gold.
How long can that last for?
It lasts for a minute, but it's a
Okay.
cantrip after all. I will show the others and say,
Please use this trick.
Good work.
You hear
Oh,
on
well.
deck of the ship, "Holy shit, we're fucking rich!"
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Glees have this effect on people. But then Glees run away because people try to stab him.
Well, I don't think they'd try. Gorath rolls his shoulder.
Gorath is very intimidating.
Especially now.
Can I spam this?
If it's cantrip, you can just, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Awesome. I wanna spam.
How big of a illusion can you make, though?
It's
I think
a
it's
5-foot cube.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can make a chest, then one chest.
Yes, chest it's half open and it's filled with jewelry and necklaces and all that good shit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hide it between the boxes so it looks like it's. I mean, I'm gonna hide it, but not completely, so people can see it if they're looking, but not find it, not be suspicious about it. That's out there.
Well,
Okay.
after hearing the reaction from one of the crew members, Flint's just gonna ask the group, do these people know what we're doing here?
That's why I thought we should acquaint ourselves. Our little employer doesn't seem too keen on handing us any information.
Alright. I'm sure they've taken care of paying the crew and the captain, at
For
least.
all we know, we might just be regular adventurers or mercenaries here to escort them somewhere.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then, well, They're in for shock.
Well, let's get on with it then.
We
And he
make our way
goes-
up to the ship then.
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way up to the ship, you will see this person barking orders at the kind of few people here.
Oh.
Ooh.
She looks strong.
Hello.
Hello. And who are you?
Are you the captain?
Well, I was the first mate of the captain who is now very dead.
I see. Now, as I understand it, we have passage booked on this, yes?
If you are the people I think you are, then yes, we know the job, and even though I would like to state that I do not like being used this way, I will fulfill our duty.
It is really for your own good. If you wish to continue doing business without the threat of these interruptions, it will only benefit you.
Please do this for the greater good. Think of it this way.
Very well. So,
Well, you're gonna say something, Lise. Well, you done
Oh.
there?
Yeah, I'm done.
Ah, alright. Yeah, for the greater good then.
For the
yes,
greater good.
for the
So what
greater
should we
good.
call you, Captain?
Captain Dead, can Glees be Captain?
Well, like I said, the captain spot is open for one of you. If not, I am okay taking over the reins if you are not competent
He looks.
at running a
He
ship.
looks. He looks at the others.
Well,
You must go
Captain
to
Glees?
captain school first, Glee. You
Ah.
can be apprentice to Hydro. He shoves Hydro forward.
Duh.
yeah. Considering you have the most experience, it's
Fine.
not.
Well,
Alright,
until our part of the job, I'm willing to take on a little bit of the dirty work to get this done faster.
well,
Need
we're
me
all
to
gonna
pull
be
any
doing that.
sails? Need me to lift any boxes? I'll do that.
What do you call the person who is on the top of the mast and he sees things?
Rose Nest?
In the crow's
Um,
nest.
The person.
Spotter.
A spotter?
A spotter.
Yo, will you spot me, bro?
Glees want to be spotter then.
It's not a bad idea. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss
Alyra.
Climbs.
Alyra. I'm Hydro. This is Garath. This is Glees. This is Flint, and this is Rio.
Hello, hello,
Trust yourself
hello,
and hand to
hello.
shake.
Hello.
She will shake it.
And you have my condolences. I hope they find peace at the sea with your former captain.
Thank you.
May he be far from Ukatoa's clutches.
You say that, and she will give you a very strange look, but then kind of go into a kind of untrusting nod towards you.
Well, let us get underway. The sooner this is done, the better.
Right, well, to begin with, we need some kind of cargo. Which of your crew is available to help us kind of set that up?
Well, if you want cargo, you could purchase. I'm guessing you don't mean real cargo.
No, just boxes will do. We'll we can manufacture anything that is needed otherwise.
Well, I can handle that for you. And she'll kind of click her fingers, and you watch as a youngish-looking man kind of skitters over. This is Nathaniel. And she kind of just puts her hand on his shoulder. Anything you need, you can ask him, and he will go acquire it for you.
Good to know. Nathaniel, we'll need about 5 large boxes, 8 mediums, 12 barrels, and they don't need to be full of anything, though. We'll need some. Do you guys have rations available for the trip?
As you say that, he kind of shakes his head quite heavily. And at that point, she will just look at him and just say, "Oh, please do not mind. He does not speak."
No, I understand. It's fine. And you'll see Hydra just kind of tap his chin for a moment. And then he'll more face him more directly. So, and then he'll reiterate the cargo they need, and then he'll look over to Alara. You said her name was?
Mm-hmm.
Look over to Alara. How many members are on your crew right now?
Including myself, 7.
7. So 7 plus the 5 of us. That's 12. It's gonna be rations. So as he counts it out, he'd be like, "You know what? I don't really like to do this, but I'm just gonna have to prepare it. Apparently."
If
For
you
now,
are worried about
let's-
us eating, we have our own rations, and that is fine.
You separate your rations in this crew?
No, but we have a cook, and he has all the food that we could need.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, that's what I was asking about. If you guys had your own, if you had rations. All right, then don't need to worry about it. All right, then Nathaniel, and you'll pat them on the back. Go get us those things. Send one of the other crew with you to negotiate. And then when you guys get done, we'll set off.
He will hold out his hand.
He'll take out 30 gold and hand it to him.
Okay, mark that off.
Yep. All right. Alara, is there any problems on this ship, or any of the sails need repairs?
No, we run a tight ship here. Everything is in its place, and every place is in.
Please, did you run into pirate before?
These pirates that you or the Clasp is asking us to deal with, you talking about those?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Do you know someone who seen them?
Well, I imagine, and she'll kind of point down to the ship that has the cannon holes in it that you saw with carrying out dead bodies.
Of course.
Glees is gonna skitter towards that one.
Be
Okay.
careful,
gonna-
please.
He's gonna help out, I guess. If there is anyone wounded, he's gonna, to try and maybe help out.
Okay. Make magically or just like normally?
Do I see anyone who's like really in need of magical healing?
One, it literally looks like one of his eyes is like drooping down his face.
Oh my god. Is someone
Tasty.
tending? Is someone tending to them?
Right now, no. They are too busy getting the dead off the ship.
Glees is gonna pull out his friend,
Mhm.
and he's gonna shake it a little bit, and he's gonna cast Healing Word on him
Okay.
as he approaches.
Psychic
Can I-
blades.
Holy
Why did he?
shit!
What
Oh,
did he roll?
Wow,
It?
you murder him!
I deal 1 damage to him. So he's gonna approach this guy, trying to not get too much attention to him, but he's gonna try and help him.
Okay.
He
So as
comes-
you cast
yeah, he comes.
the healing word, you watch as the
Yes.
eye begins to almost like a snake wind its way back up the
Oh.
face and kind of sinks into the eye socket, and you watch it go from a kind of grey color to a normal eye, and it's very bruised, but he'll just, oh my, I can see. I can
Ah,
see.
hello.
Oh my God.
Friend of Glee's help you.
He shakes the effigy.
Oh wow. Thank you, friend of Glees.
Yes, Glee's can't help but be interested. You met pirates, right?
Yeah, we were attacked by them.
Glee's want to know if pirates are humanoid.
Yeah, like me, and he kind of gestures to himself.
Is he human?
He's human.
What about pirate leader?
I never saw them.
Flint walks up to the. Flint just walks towards the side of the ship and yells, Ask him what color the ship was or what their flag was."
Yes.
He's gonna ask the person.
What make a pirate ship different than other ship?
It was big. Guns, rows of guns on all sides. It was like 3 stories tall. And huge sails, white. It had a name on the back. It was
Yes.
called the Vengeful Spirit.
Vengeful spirit. Please, would like to.
Gorath is gonna walk to the edge of the ship now and yell. Ask him what time they attacked at.
Yes. Oh, what time did they attack at?
It was just after sunset.
After sunset. Did you notice anything magical? Maybe they use magic?
Yes. They were popping noises, and then people began to die all around us, like banging noises, and then people would just drop, and they would leave behind holes in them.
Holes in people?
Yes. After the popping noises.
Ah. Please think you are good. Thank you.
He's gonna walk away. Just kidding.
Wait.
Yes.
Thank you, Gleaves, and thank you, friend of Gleaves.
He he smiles, gives him a rotten toothy smile, and he says,
Please think you should not go see again. Water not good.
he walks back.
Okay.
He will go up to Rio and the others and tell him what he just learned about the noises that make holes into people.
So they attack at night as well.
Well,
Yes,
relatively
they
close
attack
to
at
night,
night.
yeah.
They attack at night. That means we can't really sneak up on them at night because they'll be awake. Direct assault.
Most likely.
I would prefer to deal with Elita first, as usual.
Hmm.
Please, crew person say, leader not seen when attack happen.
Alira,
Maybe
Yes.
leader melded to
may I have a look
Crew.
around?
Of course, the ship is yours to do with whatever you want.
Alright, Gorath is gonna take off and look at the crossbows, I think they are called, on the ship.
Huge.
Do they look like I can use them?
What do you mean, wield them like a gun? Like
No,
carry
no,
it
no,
around?
No. I can aim and shoot them.
Oh, so if you actually look on the sheet, you should see a ability called
Intercept.
Volley of Arrows, and that's basically what that is used for.
I don't know, dude.
There's the sheet. I see it. All right.
So we could pull them towards us by firing the arrows, and then,
Please,
or at least
please
stop them
thinks
from running away.
this is a suicide mission. Glees goes up to Goroth and say,
Please hope that you say goodbye to lady friend.
I said I would return. No, I
Please don't believe that.
he walks away.
Gorath never dies.
Well, we'll see about that. 3 stories
Yeah, we'll-
high
yeah,
with
we'll see,
cannons
we'll
on the
see.
side.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
You're gonna
you
need a
can't-
lot of.
You can't argue with that logic.
Yeah.
Glee's
mean,
got
it's
nothing
like-
to lose.
I mean, it's like 3 stories tall. Only.
Now-
Dude.
Hydro and Rio, when he said 3 stories tall, that's a big fucking ship. And
It
you've seen a
is.
few of these ships, and they are living weapons of ships. They're not to be fucked with. Just keep that in mind.
Well, at least we
If
won't
we-
be able to use them.
If we intend to take the ship without damaging it, I was thinking infiltration might be the best, but
I agree.
at this point, maybe it's better to just sink it. That bonus is tasty, and I want it.
We can damage the ship, we just need to bring it back.
You
In
need to
good
bring it
condition, I
in
believe
good
it's stated.
condition. You can still damage the ship, but not to the point where it's like, massively damaged.
I mean, if we engage them in ship-to-ship combat, I assume they're gonna attempt to sink us, and we're not gonna attempt to sink them, which puts us at a big disadvantage.
Actually,
I doubt we would win the battle anyway, considering the size of their ship and the weapons it has.
yes. I think we want them to board us. If we launch a two-prong attack, it seems like they prefer to soften the targets up before grabbing them. If we play that out and others of us can go and begin whittling down the people, that may be feasible.
Hmm.
Set sail.
I'm just saying, as you might want to think about before leaving. Is there anything you want to get? Anything you want to do before leaving town?
Smoke bombs.
You want to get smoke bombs?
Mhm.
Okay. You could probably you know that you'd probably get those from the Clasp itself if you want to go back there and buy some. How many would you want?
3 should do.
3?
Uh,
One
al-
second.
Alchemist fire?
If we want to
Alchemist
burn the
fire?
ship down,
Maybe we let them board us and then we burn our ship and we take their ship, like in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Behind you, you hear, "I really wouldn't want that." As the woman behind you kind of just stands a little bit pissed off that you said that.
Your ship's small. Maybe bigger ship better.
No.
but the ship
Please,
is
this is-
ours, and this is their ship.
And not to mention, Glees, this is their home.
Maybe I should get a longbow.
Now would be the
Doesn't the
time.
ship have longboats, or
It's
A
got the
longbow.
trebuchets.
it doesn't
Not
have a
trebuchets.
longboat on the side? Or
Wait, long. Are you talking about a weapon, long bow?
no? Oh, I thought you said longboat.
No, long bow.
I'm talking about the bow.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I've got a crossbow if you want it.
It take a while to reload. I don't like that.
Rio, for each smoke bomb, it's going to be 2 gold.
Okay.
Oh, cheap.
Actually, I guess I'll get 10 then, so I'm even.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I will get 10 gold worth of smoke bombs, so 5.
Okay.
Smoke bomb.
All right, I'll be right back. Gorath heads over to Violet's.
Okay.
he reconsidered.
You make your way to Violet, and you walk in. She's heavy at work, but sees you. She kind of puts the hammer down. I thought you'd be gone for a while.
Well, I realized that I probably need some better ranged alternatives. You got
Oh.
any longbow?
Just simple ones, no fancy ones. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
something to
that-
just cover for me.
That I can do. And she will go into the back and bring out a short bow and a long bow, and she kind of just like puts them out for you.
And Gorath takes the longbow, and he tries the string. This one seems pretty nice. How much for it?
After the fun you gave me last night, call it a gift.
Well, I'll need some arrows as well, but I think I could give you this in return, so that you don't miss me. He's gonna take his hat of vermin and hand it over to her. Keep him safe for me, will you?
She will take it and then place it on her head and kind of adjust it. It's way too big for her, and it kind of goes over the eyes and like stops at the ridge of the nose. And,
Oh yeah, by
she-
the way, the hat is kind of strange. If you put your hand in it and you say like rat, a rat pops out.
she
kind
immediately
of-
takes off the hat and moves it to the side.
It's really strange. It's been kind of useful as a distraction, though.
I will make sure not to do that then.
Yeah, be careful what you say when you're wearing that.
Oh,
You gave me a real fright the first time.
and she will kind of go and bring back some arrows, and you can write down you have 15 arrows.
15 arrows and a longbow.
Nice.
Anything else you need?
I think that'll be it. Oh, wait, just one thing. He's gonna lean in close and give her a kiss on the lips.
She'll kiss you back and kind of just take a step back once you've kissed her and begin to fan herself, now even hotter in this room.
I'll be right back. It'll take a couple of days.
She'll just sit back down, about to go back to work, look back at you, and give you like a jokingly cross face. You better.
Gorath never dies. He smiles and waves and he walks out.
Out of game. That is now Gorath's slogan.
Yep.
Gorath never
15
dies.
arrows. Gorath is gonna die this mission. I fucking know it.
Hey, now that you said that, now that you said it.
All right.
This
Okay.
is where Gorath fucking dies.
Rio got some smoke bombs. You got a bow and some arrows. Anyone else wanting to get some supplies that you think you might need for this job? Think very carefully.
Healing potion.
What's that?
Healing potion.
Healing potion.
Basic.
Okay, a basic, then yeah. That'd be 50 gold. You got that?
Oof.
I'll grab 2.
Okay, big spender. That's 100 gold.
Yep. I have 3.
That's a lot of gold.
Where do you go to buy potions?
Clasp.
Well, for the basic healing potions you can get at the Clasp. They also have other types of potions, and also don't forget that what was it? Sorry, just to jog my memory. Did you guys? Is it this group that got the mysterious purple potion last game?
I think so.
Was it this group?
Yeah, it was.
I don't recall a purple potion.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see anything like that in
I
my
don't have anything in notes.
I don't have it in my sheet.
Okay,
No.
then it isn't.
Got a
this
blood
group.
We got-
puppet scroll, counterspell
We got a
scroll.
potion of fire breathing.
Yeah. Okay. But good try, guy, trying to get a free potion there.
I was
Um,
certain we got a bunch of potions. Maybe it was
did
the
get-
fire breathing one.
Yeah, you did get the fire one. But there are other potions you can buy, but they're not like magic shop, power level or potions.
Wait. I do
Yeah.
think there was another potion.
Do
There was
you
2
have it written
potions.
down?
There was fire breathing, and the other potion I think someone else took because I have the fire
Yeah,
breathing.
I have a potion of greater healing on me.
That's
Okay.
what was
I think
there.
that was
Yeah,
it.
there was a greater healing potion and the fire one.
All right.
The other
Yeah.
group got the purple one.
I'm also gonna spend 100 gold on 2 potions. I feel
Okay,
just so
Big
that we have
spender.
some.
that's 4.
Extra healing.
Gorath never dies.
Oh God.
I do have to be next to someone to heal them, so it makes this is good.
Hey, potions never hurt. Means we can use our spell slots for other shit. Wait, who said that? Who said that?
It is an action to use a potion, right?
It's a bonus action to drink a potion.
All right. That's good then.
Mhm.
To administer a potion to someone else, is that
It's an
also a
action.
bonus action?
That's
an action. All right. Good. Now I won't be mad when I don't use a potion.
Well, they're all kind of running about buying stuff. Hydro's going to take stock down from below deck of how many cannons they have, how many cannonballs they have,
Okay.
how many arrows they have for the ballista.
So for the ballista, they have enough for what looks to be about 7 volleys, firing all the ballista at once. For the cannons, they have kind of a big stockpile, maybe around. This would be around about 30 shots. They hold
Regular cannonballs or
just regular cannonballs. Oh no, sorry. These are the ones that once impact, they actually break apart and spread fire on the inside, as they are loaded up with a bit of black powder.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Any chain link ones?
No, none of those.
Okay. He's going to go back up and when Nathaniel comes back with the barrels and whatnot, he's gonna ask him to go buy about 5 chain link cannonballs.
Okay.
That way we can try to, if we need to, we can at least
Disable.
damaging one of the masts is not exactly ideal, but if we need to break their legs a little bit, we'll have to break their legs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have cannons at all?
Yeah, you have
Yeah, how many
cannons.
cannons do we have?
On yours, it would be on both sides. Sorry, on each side, you would have about. Let me check. Again, it's on the. It should be on the sheet.
I didn't see that it said the number of cannons, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered you. I'm sorry.
Hang on. No. Each dice that rolls for damage is 1 cannon, basically.
Okay, so they have 5 on each side.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, good to know. Good
Oh,
to
this
know.
is bad.
Not necessarily. We can actually work with this.
No, I'm talking about the damage threshold. It doesn't have a damage threshold. We're gonna be losing a lot of HP.
Mm-hmm.
Depends.
I
'cause
mean, we could
have plans.
probably outmaneuver them with our ship, but I
Well-
think that maybe just getting on would be the smartest move. That way they can't barrage us.
Can Rio and Hydro both make me intelligence checks, but with advantage because of your backstories?
Sure. Just give me a second. I'm not at the computer right now. I'm sorry.
God damn you.
Sure.
Making any underwater creatures to surface or retreat. Oh, okay, cool. Polluting the waters.
14.
14.
That's a save.
Oh,
Let's save.
Hey Rio, roll me a d20 plus 2 real quick. Or wait, with advantage.
9.
With
And a
advantage?
17. And a 17.
Okay.
And then Rio, you roll again. 19. Okay, so both of you would know this, that one, a ship that big is going to be slow. Very slow. Compared to yours, they are going to be barely even moving. If it's the type of ship that you think it might be, very slow. And 2, looking down and looking at the different components that you have on this ship, I want you really to keep this in mind. You have below deck a stockpile of gunpowder. Please keep that in mind.
So we could ram them and explode our ship.
I'm just saying, if something goes wrong and someone does something silly, it could very much backfire.
it could blow up if it's whatever they do hits our gunpowder.
Just keep that in mind.
Can we Sea
Yeah.
of Thieves this and put ourselves in the cannons to shoot over?
You know what? I'll let Glees do it because he'd be small enough to get in there.
Would he
Also,
take damage?
Yes, absolutely.
also Glees has a wand of pyrotechnics, so he can
Oh.
do a signal if it's really dark and we board the ship. We can signal that we're in.
Well, okay, if we shoot ourselves from the cannon, will we take damage from being shot or from the landing?
Of course.
Both.
No,
No,
What?
no, no.
No. Glees can swim.
10
But-
feet.
I will just say that if you put Glees in the cannon and fire him, most likely what will come out is just a glee of pink mist.
Let's do it. No.
Win-win situation, not gonna lie.
I like the odds of this.
Is 10 feet swimming really slow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What's
slower
it-
than what we normally do, which is half. Which
Oh,
is
wow.
15.
I did not know that. So
I
what's
think
the point
Rio
of them
can
giving me
walk
that?
on water because of his ring.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I mean, you guys both have the ritual walk on water, so
I could just jump far enough that I can board the ship. Probably.
Gorath
Maybe-
is probably the only one who's gonna have a problem then.
What if we surrender
Hmm.
and then when they board our ship, we sneak up inside their ship and take over the cannons?
Was that set out of character? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't work very well. Because then we're right up against them. All they do is just fire their cannons straight into our ship, and we're dead.
Hmm. The plan I'm thinking, this is all out of character. I think that we could probably initiate combat with them on the ship, shoot a couple of cannonballs, and then have our ship run away while we like jump in the water and board.
Well,
Secretly.
Well, we have charge depths too here.
well, I'll stop you all there because
Mhm.
this would be a good opportunity for us to stop and let you guys, as it is over time, let you guys over the week discuss your plan and come up with a plan for next time. And
Hooray, homework!
yes, literally. So in the week, yep.
No, go ahead.
In the week, I suggest that you all kind of get together and probably discuss what the actual plan is and what you want to do. Because I'm not gonna lie, this is a dangerous mission.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
I do like the idea of us getting close enough and boarding it secretly, and then having the team sail away.
Yeah.
As dangerous as that might be, I think that's the safest option for everybody.